Hello everyone! Hi! I'm MVL and welcome to a Dungeons & Dragons 5e livestream on Roll20. Joining myself, MVL Gaming, we have Magnus the Magnificent, played by Joshua. We have Torven, played by Odin. And we have Lily, played by Nico. So, as we begin playing Return to the Caves of Chaos, a one-shot that we're doing aside from our regular campaign, The Curse of Strahd, we're going to have some fun right here. The gnome party have travelled distant relatives. They've ventured from the kingdom of Valen, Darkadia, far through their travels where they aim to get to Barathorn, the Dwarven Kingdom, which is where the gnomes live. They are taking a very prized possession of theirs, a pot of very sacred, very special honey. Takes a long, long time to cure, more than a human lifetime to come to fruition. This is a present for their grandmother, Betty B, who is an uncertain amount of age. She doesn't really tell them, but she is very old to say the least, and it's a very special occasion, a milestone, so to speak, for her. And they're taking this there. It's an extremely prized possession among the family, but they just couldn't wait. They couldn't wait to get started, so they stopped in an unlikely position for a quick picnic, and that's where we'll begin this picnic peril. I'm going to set the stage with some music right now, and then we will roll in. So, I would like you all to roll initiatives for this picnic peril. And that's
okay.
That's the order you will go in when we roll on the picnic peril chart. And I'd like to tell everyone that you can too use a picnic peril. I will put it in the description afterwards. Of course, this is playtest material, not necessarily balanced, but we'll give it a go.
This music is... I feel like it also has annoyance possibilities.
I turned it down, it was really loud. Sorry for that.
Big fan of this music already.
It was so loud, I put it in the background where it belongs. Okay, what did everyone get for their initiative? I'll add some turns real quick.
The Magnificent goes first, as of course, I mean.
Well, I have the characters from the last Caves of Chaos up on the turn order. That's amazing.
Their spirits are still with us.
Some might still walk the earth to this day.
Sometimes I can still hear his voice.
Stop telling everyone I'm dead!
I've got Tarvin on as Bobby, by the way, in case that's confusing anybody.
I cannot see those, so that's fine.
Okay. Magnus, did you get 17? Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Torvin, what did you get?
13.
And Lily B, what did you get?
15 for me.
15. Let me just correct the character for Torvin real quick and change it from Bobby to Torvin.
I mean, we've always called him Bobby. Who needs Torvin? I mean, seriously.
Ah, call me whatever.
Doesn't suit you at all.
Oh wow, that reset the initiatives. Okay. 13 was it, Lily?
15. I have hella initiative. Swashbuckler, bitches.
And 13 for Torvin, was that correct?
Yup.
Okay, there we go. Magnus, you are the first to roll. Please roll me a d20 on the picnic peril chart. You guys have just set out, you've found a safe spot, and you're ready to begin. You are eagerly awaiting a sweet taste of that honey. And you are 13. Butter side up. Roll me another d20, choose above or below before you roll. You have a 50% spoiling chance as you put the honey onto your bread and it nears your lips. A sudden gust of wind takes it from your hands.
Well, yes, I mean, because I'm so short, I'm going to go for high.
Okay, high is a success. Not a problem. A first roll and a success. The sweet tasting honey finally reaches your lips, and just a touch on your lips sends the sensation into overload. It's sweet, it's kind of thick, but it's also runny in texture. As it goes down your throat, it feels amazing. You've never tasted anything better. You have a memory of this taste, and that's fueled you for such a long time, because it's such a rare occasion that you take this out, and now you have. And it's just astounding.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, Magnus, give it over here! I've never tried that! It's my turn! Come on, give me the jar!
No.
As it comes down, Magnus, you feel your fingertips start to tingle as the world around you becomes so much more vibrant. The colours become magical in their sense, and you almost start to trip out a little bit. You can hear the birds, you can hear the sound of ants in the distance, and the sound of worms below the ground. You can
Shut the fuck up, you're ruining my honey!
You can hear everything. And at this state, Magnus is now in a somewhat catatonic pose, where his eyes are vacant, and he's almost in a drowsy, kind of eerie state after taking this. And just to let you guys know, this is normal. It is incredibly potent of a substance. So that's where Magnus, that essentially takes Magnus out with a success. And next up, we have Lily. Please roll me d20. 8. 8 is a snake in the grass. Could you roll me a dexterity roll, please? You may add your initiative on top of that. Roll against you.
On top of that?
Yeah, just initiative roll, essentially.
Oh, okay. Meh.
You did, however, come out above the snake. You can see it coming. It's writhing along, and it's coming up to you, nearing your legs. At this point, you drop what you're holding, which is the honeyed bread, but you do see the snake coming, and you can make an attack.
Ah, you little bitch, you gotta steal my honey! No, no, no! Attack, I guess.
Yeah, it's very clearly coming to bite you with its jaw open, with potentially poisonous fangs. 9 is just shy of what you wanted to hit it, and it comes up to you and goes for an attack.
Ah! Shit! That hits.
Okay, you are now poisoned for 1 minute. With that, you have disadvantage on rolls for the next 10 turns, unfortunately. It hits you...
Oh, this honey.
I didn't know snakes liked honey so much.
And I dropped my bread on top of that.
Does the snake run off with the honeyed bread?
Like, it had better not, because then it's gonna be my enemy for life.
Let's go with that. The snake catches the bread, and it takes it off in a slithering pace. And with that...
I am gonna fuck that snake up. I'm gonna fucking... I don't care. I'm gonna barf all over it.
Alas, it escaped into the tall grass and out of view. You are incredibly wheezy and weary, though, from this experience, so you will have disadvantage on your regular rolls for the next 10 rounds. But there will be a save every round to get out of it, constitution base. But with that, it now moves on to Torvin for your roll on the Panic.
Torvin, I see color.
14. Butter side up again. Roll me a d20. Choose above or below before you roll. 50% chance.
I'll go with below.
Okay. Alas, poor Torvin, as the material nears your lips and you're just about to take that sweet taste that you've been so waiting for, it just finds its way out of your fingertips, just fumbles out of your hands just as it was going to reach your mouth, and it lands butter side down on the ground. You pick it up. Much to the ridicule.
Yours.
Much to the ridicule
Still
of your
got
party.
mine.
Fuck you, that was uncalled for!
When you recover it, Torvin, you don't have a significant dose remaining on the bread.
I still eat it.
Nevertheless, no effect of what you're going for. You get a little bit of a buzz, but not quite there. It comes back around to Magnus, who is inactive. It goes then to Lily. You may roll again on the picnic peril table.
You know what? It's probably because he's so old. It affects him quicker or something. Like, I mean, old people, you know.
He's mostly like that.
I can see the dawn of existence.
Just as you are...
Not of the age of Aquarius, because that would... Oh, okay, fine.
Just as you are distracted by your comrades, an eagle swoops down and takes the buttered bread from your hand, just as you are going to place the sweet honey atop of it to spread it, and it carries it off.
You know what? I think I'm already high, because there's no way that all these animals don't like me.
Nah, they just like the honey.
Is it my hair? It's probably my hair. Is it because I'm pink? That's probably it. I mean, nobody appreciates the color pink anymore.
Well, I can hear colors.
Alas,
really?
The scent
What does it sound like?
is so potent that it attracts all kinds of wildlife from the distance. With that, it moves around to Torvin. You may roll on the Picnic Panic table. 8. A lot of the same numbers. Again, we have a snake in the grass. Potentially the same snake returning for another bite of the delicious honey. Roll a dexterity initiative against me.
I think I failed.
Alas, you're too slow, and it makes its way up to you before you have time to react.
That damn snake!
I swear to God, it's the same one. It's gonna...
The snake's gonna kill us.
With that, the snake finds its way just to your inner thigh and latches on. You are poisoned for 1 minute. The snake removes itself and takes away your delicious bite to the wilderness with it. With that, we come back around, skipping Magnus onto Lily.
You know what, Bobby, my brother, Bobby, we gotta team up somehow. We gotta make sure. You know what? I take a bite of the thing, and you guard my back against all these kinds of like animals and shit.
You could start with calling me by my damn name.
Come on, Bobby. It suits you so much better. Oh my God, you've always been like this. And I roll a d20.
Go for it.
What the fuck?
Alas, that is once again, as you were speaking to Torvin and misjudging his name, the same bird comes down, because we're rolling a lot of the same numbers, once again snatches the delicious bite from your hands. We move back around to Torvin.
Okay, that's not even funny anymore.
I don't know.
Hey, there we go. Boar to be wild. Everyone except Magnus, who can't make this, make me a dexterity save, as from the woods to the left you get the sense of a stampeding creature rushing towards you, the hooves galloping upon the ground. Dun 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 dun.
A dexterity save?
Yes.
I think I just got gored.
Excellent, excellent. Torvin rolls a natural 1. Fantastic.
Oh my gosh, I forgot how to play.
It will be your dexterity. I think you have proficiency in it as well. That's fine, yes. It's just a 10. With that, a huge boar rides through the picnic area, and with that it hits Torvin straight in the face. Almost takes him with it, except he heaves over the top of it and lands just shy of hitting the fire before he falls. The whole commotion has caused you to drop your bread, and you're unable to take a bite at this time.
Oh
this
my God,
picnic
Bobby.
has been such a bore!
Oh. I get it!
Seriously, it's terrible.
4 points of damage with that when you were struck. And that was Lily's roll, so we move back around to Torvin. Correct?
It was Torvin's roll.
Oh, that
Yeah,
was
that was my
Torvin's roll.
roll.
Sorry, I was looking at the saves. There you go. Lily, you're up again, as Magnus is out of action currently.
Okay, so like I'm gonna be very careful. I'm gonna like open the honey for like the smallest amount of time so that the fewest amount of animals can actually smell it, and then just like real quick.
Yep, go for it.
I'm still on disadvantage, right? I'm still poisoned.
Not for the picnic peril roll itself.
Okay, cool.
For anything can happen in the woods. What in the heavens? It starts to rain heavily as thunder strikes across the sky, but it's kind of a flash flood situation where just for that moment it rains incredibly heavily. You're all soaking wet, but what you're carrying has crumbled and become useless, which was unfortunately your bread as you were ready for it.
No!
It's as if the heavens are against you for this portion. With that, you couldn't get the delicious bite that you acquired.
But I closed the jar on the honey fast enough that it didn't get rained on.
Not a problem. You look back in envy at Magnus, who is in a just blissful stupor at this point. And with that, we move back around.
Push him over.
He is unable to resist and just collapses on the ground. Torvin, it's your action.
How hard can it be to eat honey?
It's as if the world is against
Bobby,
you.
I don't know.
Yet again, the rain did not relent, and once more a flash flood occurs, covering everything you possess in water and making what you wish to devour useless for this time, and moves back around.
Lily, let's just go into one of these goddamn tents.
Oh my god, that is the best idea you've had in years, Bobby. Oh, let's leave him here. He's like wet enough already. That's like totally fine. Also, he's tripped up. Let's just go. Let's go into the tent.
I have ideas.
Sure you do.
You make your way to the tents. Which tent are you going to? The left or the right tent? The right tent is where you've left your wagon with your possessions on.
Well, I mean, we would go to the right tent because,
Yes.
I mean, yeah.
Why would you go to the wrong tent?
I know.
So you make your way to the right tent. With that, you position yourselves inside. Did we just move down to Torvin, did we not? Yes, Torvin?
I just rolled, didn't I?
Okay,
Yeah.
my bad. Cool. There's only 3 players and somehow I'm still managing to get mixed up, and one of them's inactive. So Lily, it's your action.
Okay, sheltered inside the tent.
And yet, that eagle was waiting for you inside the tent.
That little fuck!
It retrieves the breaded, honey-soaked bread as just as it was about to reach your lips, and it rushes outside of the tent real quick.
I still bite into air
Yes. For a
before
moment,
I realize that it's gone.
For a moment, your imagination carries on, and you think and you wish so hard that you had it, but you don't.
Granny B? Is that you, Granny B? I can see you.
And then we move on to Torvin. I should really actually use the turn order thing that's up there. Potluck! As you are gathering your honey, you aren't looking where you are placing your knife and mistakenly put it into a container of salt. You cover the bread with this salt, very thick sea salt, and take a delicious gulp of it. Make me a con save to resist puking.
He's always been salty, it'd be fine.
Alas, it was a DC10, and fortunately as you're in a small tent, there's nowhere else for it really to go except onto yourself and Lily at this point. As the salt reaches you, you uncontrollably vomit whatever you had for breakfast, covering the both of you in a thick, slimy mess.
Oh man!
I thought since you didn't have any honey, you'd want some of my breakfast. Oh.
Oh god, you're gross. You're like so gross. Ugh, I'm gonna go into the other tent. Oh no, because we got the honey. Ugh, this is so difficult.
Yeah, I'm also going to leave the vomit tent.
As you both do. Lily, it moves back around to your action.
I stand outside and hope that maybe another inexplicable rain blast is gonna come down and wash the vomit off.
Yeah, at this point it would be a blessing. 15.
Haven't we had that
Same
one?
one.
You have.
Exactly the same
Haven't
one.
we had that one?
With all of the kerfuddle inside of the tent, you do in fact retrieve the container of salt instead of the honey. Being sure not to mix up this time, you study to the extent that you do take the wrong container, because you're so focused on making sure it's right, you just mix it up. Make me a DC10 Constitution save.
And with disadvantage, because I'm still poisoned.
You are indeed poisoned. Alas,
Well, that's a pity.
the natural 20 is cancelled out, but you do return the favour to Torvin as you cover him in your own breakfast at this point.
Like, see how it feels? Like, it's not the best feeling at all.
I already had enough on my own. It kind of just doesn't matter anymore.
As you guys march your way past the catatonic Magnus to the other tent, it moves back around to you, Torvin. Oh no! At which point you sit down and you find yourself in a patch covered by a swarm of ants, and they writhe up and around your body. Make a DC10 Constitution save.
That's with disadvantage then, yeah?
Yes, it will
No,
be.
saves are not a disadvantage when you're poisoned.
For this particular thing, it will be. Because this
Savage.
is just a irregular poison. Pretty good, you made it! They sting you. You feel your body tense up for a moment as their bites dig into your skin, but you bat them away. Alas, the trope of ants did make their way away with your prized meal as they did so. But you
That's my
maintain,
honey!
you maintain the pot of honey. And then it moves on to Lily.
Oh my god, at this point, we won't have any honey left for Betty.
It is a
Who's Betty?
colossal... it's a colossal pot.
Have we had this number before? I'm
You
not
have
sure.
indeed. You have suspected the snake to be gone, but in fact it made its way into your travel pack. And
The
with
snake.
that, it writhes along your arm and clutches the delicious bite from your hand and returns itself to the forest once more. Or at least you think.
Can I make an attack?
You may, Phil. You may well.
Yes! Disadvantage, yes or no?
No, that's fine. It's just a snake.
Fuck you!
We're playing it
snake.
fast and loose. And with that, you finally get to the snake and you grab it within your hands and you start to pull on each end until it eventually comes to pieces. You've lost your meal, although you have scattered the contents of its belly, which is in fact a fair bit of honey at this point. Alas, the snake is no longer an option, so if you roll that, that will just be a re-roll option from this point on. Torvin, it moves back around to you.
I am the snake killer! I am the pink menace!
9. Wow. Teddy bear at the picnic. From outside of the tent, you can hear a very thunderous roar come from the woods. And the slow and methodical thumps on the ground start to become louder and louder.
Was that you?
I'm still strangling the snake. I am very, not attentive.
Who goes there?
Snake killer! Oh shit!
It's Barry the bear!
A small bear makes its way to the tent location. You drop your meal in panic and it sniffs it slowly and begins to lick at it. What would you like to do?
I will smack the crap out of that bear.
Go for
I'm
it.
sick of things taking my honey!
I'm just bringing up the stats, it's loading, give me a sec. that is a hit. Armor class 11. You smack your warhammer into it. You definitely feel the blow impact on its body as it quivers and stops what it's doing and turns around angrily, starting to roar. At which point, I will add it to the initiative table.
Damn it, bear, go away, my money.
It is dead last. So Magnus is unable to act currently, but Lily, you do have an action before it.
Alright, so is there one of our breads that's still like lying in the grass somewhere?
Most of the bread pieces are ruined at this point. There was one in front of the bear, but it started to eat it.
Okay, then I'm just gonna let it eat it. So maybe it's gonna be tripped out as fuck and it's gonna leave us alone. I'm gonna try and make myself another bread.
Go for it. Roll on the picnic peril table.
Don't you dare antagonize any more bears.
We had this.
Roll me another d20 and choose above or below as a frightening nature.
Oh, shit. Sorry. Never mind.
That's right.
Ignore that. Okay. Above or below? Ooh.
Yeah,
Gonna say above.
You're shivering because there's a bear right next to you, so your hand is unsteady.
I'm gonna say above.
Okay, go for it. And there you go. With Torvin antagonizing the bear and striking it, you think, no, enough has transpired. I'm having this honey. And it touches your lips and it's heavenly. Your eyes roll into the back of your head. Your senses come alive. And with that, you're now incapacitated.
Bobby, this is amazing.
With that, the bear is antagonized, Torvin, and turns around to slash at you.
Fight the bear while we dream, sweet dreams.
Don't I go before the bear?
Just let it eat.
You had your action before it, I believe, because you did your roll and then attacked it.
Yeah, turn order restarted because I go after Lily.
Yes, actually, that is correct. Yeah, you may have another strike on it. It rolled a 3 anyway, so let's say it slashed at you, and you just avoided it. That is definitely a hit, as your warhammer hits it square on the nose. You may roll your damage. With that, you damage it just enough to send it scuttling back into the woods. The bread is, however, picked up upon its paw as it scampers away. But you have saved yourself from a small brown bear that was about to attack you.
Yeah, and don't come back.
And with that, Torvan, you are the last of your party. You may roll on the table. There you go. Once again, you hear the sound of stampeding from the woods as a familiar creature comes to gore you. You may roll a dexterity save, DC10.
No, I can't use the same pattern twice.
I know, we don't want you to get boring.
But apparently I can roll the same one twice. On the same board!
I can't believe it, another one. Amazing. Once again, in almost the exact same pattern, it hits you up and over as you fly into the air. You can feel and you can see that sweet bit of bread in front of you of honey on, flying in the air as your hand grasps for it for just a moment, but it falls faster than you do, and you hit the ground on top of it, ruining it. You do also take a d6 plus 2 damage. Another 4 points of damage, as the thing that is hurt the most is probably your pride at this point, as you look around with the rest of your comrades in blissful infinity dreamland where they live at this point, and you want to join them. So you may roll again on the table as the boar just runs through the area once more. Maybe the same, maybe a different boar, you don't know.
For posterity's sake, I'm just going to go rub some vomit all over my companions, and then I'm going to try the honey again.
Good job. They are unable to resist and probably unaware of what you're doing. Nice. At this point, that is not a roll that can happen because you have removed the bear from the equation. So you may roll again. You can hear the sounds of it grunting in disdain from the distance. 6. The eagle is back, and it has landed just next to your bread supply as it takes away the source that you were going for and wrangles it away just a slight bit quicker than you can reach it. But you do clasp the honey pot in your hands for safety, and that is not removed. You may roll again. As that's the same roll, we shall just assume that the eagle is out of action at this point. And I will give you one more roll before we just move it along. There you go. This time, the honey has brought along a swarm of bees. As they wrangle around you, make yourself a DC10 Constitution save. Because bees like honey, yo.
Hashtag not the bees.
The bees are in my eyes! Is that a 6? You are paralysed for 1 round. But alas, there are no combatants to put you in any danger at this time, because this one would have been horrendous if the bear was around. So, you cut out of it. With that, I'm just going to move us along, because I get the strange feeling that with Torvald's luck, he's going to be rolling on this chart forever.
I am now so paralysed with fear, I shall never, ever, ever, ever be able to eat honey ever again.
Nice. That's nice.
Possibly not bread.
A 19 to 20 would have been 2 rolls on the table, so good thing we didn't get that. Okay, with that, you finally, after everything has transpired, beating away bears, beating away boars, treading on ants, pesking away bees, you finally get to the point where you can yourself sample the honey, and it's everything you wanted and everything you were waiting for, and you eventually fall into a dreamlike stupor like your comrades as night slowly rolls in.
Not the bees! Not the bees!
And with that, you have some freaky dreams. Very weird. Not quite as weird as what actually happened to you, but strange nonetheless. With that, we roll into a new day, where the environment around you has changed ever so slightly. So let me update it. And change the music.
This is just a song Magnus sings when he wakes up.
Hey, David T. Gregory, how's it going, man? You guys wake up. You're in a blissful haze as some of you crawl out of your tents, covered in puke for whatever reason. You remember getting it off you, but for some strange device, you seem to be covered in puke once again. Lily and Magnus, you're also for some reason covered in puke, although you remember nothing of this transpiring. You all come to consciousness and stumble your way around. The most notable difference to the environment is the 2 stumps to the left and right of your tents now have lanterns that are not lit upon them.
What did you guys do when I was asleep?
Nothing involving bears or bees.
No, or eagles. It was like totally chill, and I don't know.
I wasn't sick.
That was good, honey. That was real good, honey. Can we do it again? Can we do it again? Come on.
No, don't open it. Don't open the honey.
Alas, you don't want to exceed the safe dose.
Yeah, we've got to save some for Granny Betty anyway.
I mean, come on, we used so much already. Can we just go for one little bit more? Just a little bit more.
What do you mean we used so much? Like, we had 1 bit each. That was the promise.
Dude, it's just like, if you have it open, then it evaporates.
No, it doesn't. That's ridiculous.
This eagle had like 4 or 5 pieces of bread. A spider had 3. A bear had 1.
See, Bobby, that's why I don't call you by your real name, because, oh my god, you just can't keep your goddamn mouth shut.
So, what? So, you gave animals our honey. Granny Becky's honey.
Nah, your
give us a
owl,
strong
your
word.
owl ate all of it.
My owl's here right now.
Yeah, because it ate all
Well,
the
it
honey.
was there though.
It's not.
It was there.
Do I see this guy creeping up?
Yes, you do. As you're talking away, a very frail old gentleman starts to wander his way towards your camp.
Oh, hello, sir.
You
Come
can't
round,
have our honey!
Come join our fireplace. Bobby, stop being so bloody rude.
I'm not Bobby!
Oh, shut up, Bobby.
Ignore Bobby here. Come, sit down.
Thank you. I've been searching, you see, for my glasses. You haven't seen them, have you?
No, but let me have a look at my pack. I'll walk over to the wagon and have a look.
Like, how can you look for your glasses if you don't have glasses? Like, doesn't that kind of like defeat the purpose?
Well, I've got some apples.
What?
I've got some candy almonds.
Sorry, I was messing around with the chat. I think I've left them around here somewhere. Oh, where on earth could I have left them?
I'll do a perception check on this guy's side
Yes.
to see what he looks like.
Yeah.
How's it going, Video Game Dude, by the way? I will mostly be answering the chat with the text rather than speaking, because it kind of cuts the immersion a bit. Roll your perception.
Yeah, we're going to be Magnus the Magnificent for nothing.
And you're looking about his person rather than doing a sense motive, is that correct?
Yeah, I got no reason to mistrust someone.
Yes. He does see, on an 18, you notice that he does have weapons on his person. It's kind of hidden beneath his long coat, but he does have a sword, and a shield is also hidden behind his jacket, rather than, you know, you'd have it on top of your jacket, if you had it sheathed on your back.
I'm going to walk right up to him, like right up to him, and like stand there at about his knee height and look up, and they're like,
Yes.
I don't have glasses, but I totally got like a wooden mug if you want one of those. You see what I did there?
Well done, Lee, well done.
A mug, but I
Joke was
really
wooden.
just need my glasses to see. I know, if I just had a little bit of light, I could see them. And his eyes
I cast
immediately
dancing lights.
drift towards the lantern.
And dude, like, we got a fire, like, right there.
Don't worry about it. I'm Magnus the Magnificent. You've probably heard of me. Probably not, actually. I'm not very famous.
Oh my god, Magnus!
I
Nobody has heard
after
of
the
you.
honey!
Bobby, let me show you something. Look, dancing lights. And I'll make a little gnomish dancing light dance around the fireplace.
Ooh, it's not
He
like
does-
I've seen this at every fucking family festival we've had.
He does seem very entertained by your antics, and for a moment his eyes remove from the lantern, and he does look at what you're pointing to, which is your dancing lights, and starts to look a little bit excited, despite the fact he was claiming to not see very well without his glasses.
Oh, well, good sir, I think I might have cured you. I'm going to call this light eye surgery. Yes,
I kind of flop down on my back, down on one of these what are they, logs around the fireplace, and oh my god, you're so fucking old, Magnus.
Powerful, yes, I am very powerful. Thank you, Lily. Thank you.
It's not the same thing, like, at all.
Watch this. I'm going to light one of the lanterns with precipitation.
Yes. As you do that, and something I neglected to mention, which was very important, apologies for this, when you guys did awake, the honey pot was not where you left it. Which is a big
How
deal.
could you not
But
mention that?
I apologize. During
No, not where it was or gone.
The
not,
dancing lights
not
just
where it was
vanish.
as you do this. Whilst you're talking and you're speaking to the gentleman that's come in, you've neglected to cast your eyes to it. But when you do, it is not there. At which point, Magnus the Magnificent casts a spell to light one of the lanterns. And as he does so, it flickers to light. And as does at the same time, the other lantern on the other side. The traveller who has come to you looks at them and looks down at his shoes very quickly, which Magnus, you did a perception on him. You notice his feet are lined with metal.
Well, man, that must be very heavy.
And slowly but surely, a kind of vapor emerges from the lanterns and starts to spiral round and round, and then very quickly, violently, and powerfully, and very fast, and within an instant you find yourselves off your feet.
Oh my god, Bobby, what did you do? Bobby, what the fuck? Bobby, what did you do?
You're the one who lost the honey.
I did do what? You were like, no,
Wait,
that was you, Bobby.
Wait. That guy's got some really heavy boots. He planned this.
Heavy
What?
boots.
He's got metal boots on.
What's happening exactly at this point? Are we, is this all fog now, by the way?
Yes, I'm just gonna update the tokens real quick, and then I would actually like you guys to roll me initiatives.
Oh, man.
For the picnic table version 2.
Electric Boogaloo.
Where's my honey? 24 initiative. Damn, Lily, you fast.
Yeah, like, I know. Actually, I'm not that fast, it's just that you're so fucking slow.
That's true. I am very powerful.
I'm old.
Yeah, you said powerful already.
Like, I keep telling you, you need to get, like, an ear trumpet or something, because, oh my god, you just don't hear at all anymore.
What was that, Bill? What was that, Bobby?
You're old.
What?
Grey.
No, I'm
Mostly
not.
old.
I am only in my 400th winter.
You forgot all the leap years.
No, I don't dance anymore.
I totally got you, Bobby.
What?
Lying on my back again. Just laughing my ass off. In the fog, I guess.
I have a feeling
I-
he said we're lifted off our feet.
Yeah, I appreciate the banter because I am struggling to find the token I was after, so I'll just be a minute.
So are we off our feet while this is happening, just so I can roleplay it?
At this moment, you're almost like the Wizard of Oz. In a
Being sucked up by a
hurricane, you're
tornado.
just in a tornado around you. You're looking at the man on the ground who's just unmoving.
What sorcery is this? I'm very interested. I actually study magic quite a bit.
Oh my god, Magnus, stop talking and fix it!
Look, Lily, the subtle weavings of arcane and eldritch mastery is something
Blah,
your
blah, blah,
puny
blah,
little
blah,
mind
blah,
could not
blah,
comprehend. I said,
blah,
shut it, Lily!
blah,
Bobby,
blah.
handle her!
You handle it.
You guys have no respect for your elders. No wonder Granny finds me a favorite.
Like, it's probably because you're as old as Granny is. Like, I don't think she's your Granny at all. Is she like your sister or something?
How dare you?
Probably your niece.
Probably. Although, honestly, I wish that he would talk as little as Granny does, but oh my god, this is just so annoying. Can you fix it? I was flying in the air and I can't get anything. Oh my gosh, I might get sick again.
That'll have to do. That's not the one I was looking for, but there you go. And I
Again?
just realised there was a natural one from Magnus on his initiative left on the screen there. That was funny. Okay, everyone roll me your initiatives and I'll add some turns.
That is my initiative.
Yeah, with the gentleman in front of you, you start to see from the woods to your left and to your right, figures slowly start to emerge with a clunk, clunk, clunk as those metal boots start to march forward. You guys are all caught in a hurricane almost, but the figures around you are walking without problem.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh, you guys, we totally missed this fashion trend. It's a hip new fashion trend. We need to get ourselves some iron boots.
I've got iron boots.
I
You do?
ironed my boots yesterday.
Oh my god, Bobby, you're not supposed to iron boots.
But iron boots.
Wait a minute, Lily, you threw up on me.
What? I did nothing of the sort. Like, why would I even...
look, all this vomit. It's definitely not mine. It's Lily's.
Lily, we
Oh,
will be having words
come
about
on.
this later on.
Come on, my
You
vomit
don't
would
even
not
look in
look
the
like
tent.
that.
Don't look in the tent, Magnus. Don't. It's just done.
Okay, with that, what did you guys get? I know that Magnus will be going last. What did you get, Lily?
24, baby.
Yay, and Torvin.
14.
That's cool. I don't need to change that then. Or should I call you Bobby?
Shut up.
Lily, you
Bobby.
are first to act. Make me a dexterity save.
A dexterity save, alright. $21?
Excellent. With that, you managed to grab an item from the ground as you are spinning around. Although the logs are flying around and equipment from your pack are scattered all around you in a tornado, you are able to grab something secure, possibly one of the tent foundations, and you return yourself to the ground. You may move at half speed while you are in the tornado, but you can otherwise act normally. You can't see outside of it, however. But you can hear more combatants coming your way.
Okay. So I can only see this guy, the one that wanted his glasses,
Yes,
right?
you can only see him currently, but you can hear the others menacingly marching towards you.
Okay, then I'm going to move up to him and menace him with my tiny toothpick of a sword
Go for
and
it.
be like, dude, if you don't, cut this out right now, I'm going to cut you out, right now.
Lily, manners.
Fuck you, old man.
I'm so sorry. And he starts to back away.
Well, then I'm gonna try and cut him.
Go for
right
it, make an
now.
attack roll.
Lily, he apologized. What are you doing?
Shut up, old man.
Manners
don't
maketh the gnome.
You can't tell me what to do. You're not my mum.
You're lucky I'm not.
Oh my god.
You knew Magnus was right all along and obeyed him. Well done.
Your first attack does connect. You stab him in the shoulder as he's backing away. Your second attack is wide, however, as you cut just ahead of
I
him.
don't have two attacks. It's just the two.
Oh,
The other
right,
one
I
was
was
my
looking at
save.
your save. My bad. With that, you can't quite bring yourself to slice the cheek of this old man as you just narrowly cut him across the brow. You let the blood trickle down his face, and you can see the sorrow in his eyes as he starts to back away. As
That was a warning shot. Now call it off.
more come into view at that point. They're moving incredibly slow. I'll move on to you, Torvin. They're just in the outside of your view. I'll add them as it's your action.
So I can just about see them, yeah?
Yes. There are 4 combatants holding weapons, slowly marching their way from your left side and just above you. I'm going to add them in just now.
Do I need a dex save?
Yes, you do. Currently, you are flying around uncontrollably.
Is that 3 failed in a row on a 1?
That's your third natural one, isn't it?
Maybe.
All on deck saves.
See, that's the problem with the virtual dice. You don't even have the satisfaction of putting them in dice jail.
With that, you are spiraling uncontrollably, Torvin. You can't see what's going on as your view is like, it's as if you're holding a camera and just running with it. Your view is all over the place. You can see nothing in particular. You see the ground, you see a tent, you see a bit of puke flying in your face, but nothing is particularly visible. With that, we'll move on to Magnus, and I will just add these tokens in. You are able to find your way. You are able to find your way back onto the ground, Magnus, the Magnificent, with quite a certain amount of grace considering the situation. You are able to get back onto your feet and are able to act normally. You move at half speed in the tornado. You can see 4 combatants make their way, 2 behind the old man. They don't seem concerned with him at all, and 2 above, slowly making their way in with a kind of metallic march.
Yes, have you gentlemen seen this old man's glasses?
They don't answer at all, and if they do, their voice travels in the wind, the stream of air around you. The old man looks sorrowfully at the ground as he slowly backs away.
Oh, well, yes. Pity. I'm going to Misty Step as a bonus action to the lantern.
Yes. The one on the left or the one on the right?
I don't think I can reach the other. Oh, I don't think I can see the other one.
You can, it's just in the radius.
Yeah, in which case I'll go by the one next to my friends.
Yes. In a puff of purplish mist, Magnus disappears and reappears on a different location. I'm going to move that dice, it's in the way of the enemies. Sorry, everyone watching.
I would like to try to understand with my gnomish tinkering knowledge how to turn this thing off.
Make a knowledge roll. You have, do you have Arcana?
I do.
You can also make an Arcana roll if you wish. Either or.
I will go Arcana.
Go for it. It seems to you to be some kind of magical trap. You don't see any particular way to activate it. There's no switches involved. It seems like when it was lit, it may just continue until it unravels itself.
How heavy is it? Do I reckon I could pick it up and just throw it?
You can't tell from your Arcana roll from it, but it does seem to be incredibly sturdy despite the wind.
Yeah, cool. I'll try to pick up and throw it.
Go for it. Give me a strength check.
Can I use my intelligence instead?
At this juncture, I won't allow you to use intelligence to lift something, but come back to me on that and we'll see. That's pretty good.
Not bad, not
you
bad.
start to writhe and you immediately realise that it is perhaps nailed down to some degree. It does not remove itself from the stump.
Oh, well, this is awkward. And with that, I'll use my movement now to walk out of this hurricane.
Yes, as you get to the edge, you feel an incredibly thick force preventing you from leaving.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Well, that's my turn.
That won't take any of your movement if you want to use
no,
it
no,
elsewhere.
Okay. That's all I want to do.
And with that, it moves around to Lily once more.
Oh shit, that was quick. Okay. You haven't said anything. I just see you like struggling against the lamp, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can hear the gist of what was said. A lot of it gets lost in the wind, but you are getting some of it.
Okay, I mean, I'm Lily B, so I'm gonna do what I gotta do, and I'm like, what? You wanna fight me? You wanna fight like a bunch of like little gnomes? You are like not a man, like not at all, and I'm gonna attack him.
Go for it. Who are you going to attack? The old man just ahead of you?
Yes.
Okay.
The old man, the old glasses man.
That is definitely a hit. Roll your damage.
Ooh, ow. +3 on that. 5.
Not a problem. You slice into his midsection, and the blood starts to stream out into the kind of torrent of wind as it spirals round. It gets caught in there, almost sucked out to a certain point. He starts to level down, but he is still operational, still walking back. He's almost avoiding combat entirely.
Ha! Get a slice of this!
And with that, it moves around to them. He moves to the edge, but seemingly unable to exit. So he kind of stays there. The blood is still streaming from him. It looks like it's hurting him just a little bit to even stay in the tornado, as the blood is almost pulled out to a certain extent. One of the men comes towards Magnus, the other goes between Lily and Torvin. He goes for an attack on Lily because you previously attacked. So with that, Magnus, I roll my attack on you. Fantastic. Natural 1. Let's see if I have access to my fumble cards. Yeah, I'll do that. Let's do that.
Talisman.
There we go. We'll make this a critical fumble.
Always fun to play with fumbles.
MVL, could I have ended my turn just holding onto this lantern that's nailed into the ground?
Yeah, that's not a problem. I actually neglected to say, you've reminded me, Lily,
I
you
need
need
to
to
make
make a
another one?
save, yes, every turn. Not a problem, you
I'm good.
maintain on your feet. Oh, this one's the worst one. It's no way attack hits the target but does minimum damage. So he actually does hit you. This is the worst fumble you can possibly get.
It's the best fumble. Yeah.
And with that, he deals you 3 points of damage. The attack hits you, just nicks you ever so slightly, barely draws blood at all if it even does.
It does. I'm not strong.
Yes. With that, there's one more attack coming to Lily.
Yeah, what? You want some of this? You want some of this?
It's a good thing I brought the deck out, right? Second thoughts. They are sickened for 1d6 rounds. With that, I actually will make them incapacitated for 1 round, because it's a bit easier to do that. They go towards you, but they're unable to carry out the attack, and they leave themselves incredibly vulnerable for this round.
That's right, because I'm so fucking cute!
Torvin, it
Yeah.
moves over to you. Make me a dexterity save. Not a
Justice.
problem. Through sheer force of will, you plant your feet onto the ground. And you're,
Superhero landing.
yeah, essentially, you come down like Superman, hit the ground, and start running. Because that's a 20, I will give you your maximum movement for this turn as well. Your regular, unimpeded movement.
Merciful God.
I am going to cast heat metal on one of these bastards' boots.
Yeah. That's a save, right?
Yep, DC 13 something.
It's not a save if they
disadvantage.
can't remove the weapon, if they can remove it.
I think it's disadvantage if it's metal. I don't know about the other part. I'll actually look up the spell because I'll have it in the roll.
It's the
20
same as
compendium.
armor. If you can't immediately drop it, they don't get a save.
Okay, I'm just reading the spell. No, it just says if they can't remove it, they have disadvantage, but I think they have disadvantage if it's metal anyway. So, unless anyone tells me otherwise, I will just roll it at disadvantage. At which they do fail with a 9 anyway. So, what is the damage, good sir?
I rolled 2d8 already, 16.
Wow, and with that, the metal heats up and his feet start to catch fire. And the torrent, the air passing around him almost increases the flow of the fire as it...
The save they made,
Yes?
Constitution.
if they don't drop the object from the save, so they failed the save,
He's
but
dead,
they can't
buddy.
drop the boots. Oh, he's dead. Okay.
He's
Forget
dead,
it.
buddy.
Okay.
The fire
Ow.
spreads up his body, almost increased by the torrent, as he becomes a literal burning man in front of you.
How'd you like your boots now?
He doesn't answer except in a kind of frenzied scream. After which it moves over to Magnus. That's one guy down.
You two are both so bloodthirsty.
I didn't draw blood.
Can I try to teleport out of this hurricane?
You can certainly attempt it. You can't see outside of it. So if the spell needs you to see outside, you can't do that.
Yeah, cool. So I'm in contact of someone? Is that correct?
Yes, there is a man just next to you. He nicked you with his weapon. Ever so slightly.
I'm just gonna cast Mage Armor.
Go for it. Your ethereal armor appears on your person and you feel defended. With that increases your AC. 13 plus Dex, right?
Does indeed. I'm now at 16.
Fantastic. After which it moves around to Lily. Your action.
Alright, y'all bitches. I'm gonna move over here. Like, that is our old man. Like, you can't have him. And stab him.
Go for it.
With advantage, right?
Yes, you are flanking him. That's just enough
14?
to hit him. Yes.
Yes! Yes!
They're-
Sneak attacks, also!
They're not well armored aside from the metal boots they have. Their actual armor is just rags.
Oh, sorry, MVL. It's worth noting. I'm an abjuration wizard, so I gain 9 temporary hit points as a shield now.
Good stuff.
Wait, sneak attack still coming?
Yes, you do. Sneak attack. For he is facing Magnus and takes the full brunt of your sneak attack damage.
So that's a total of...
15?
Wait a second.
It's enough to kill him, so don't worry about it, as your weapon pierces his back and he arcs over towards you, and as he does so, he comes just low enough for you to grab the back of his hair as you pull him down to your level, and then slice the blade across his neck slowly, drawing the blood out,
good God!
which sprays out as the direction of the wind takes it into Magnus's face and coats him in crimson blood. As a matter of fact, the blood almost drains out entirely as the torrent somehow draws it out of him.
Coming down to our level, yeah! And a dex save to stay on the floor.
Bloodnado!
You are now in a bloodnado. At the end
oh my
of
god,
that,
totally doesn't go with pink. Ah, red and pink don't go. Ah, I want to get out of here.
was that a 5 on your save? Yes. At which point, you've done your deed and you just allow yourself to levitate and fly around in the blood like some kind of demonic Peter Pan. You start making your way all around the hurricane.
I don't
So-
think I want to take you to Granny's.
With that, there are 2 remaining who march their way into the centre of the picnic area, after which it will move to Torvin. I'll just update the tokens. Torvin, you are back with us.
There's one next to us. Oh, he's dead, isn't he?
He is dead, yeah, I'm just putting the X on him.
We'll cut to the ones that are there. Yeah.
And so you do. Give it your all, Torvin. Or perhaps Bobby?
That's unreal.
Is that your 4th one?
It may be.
Oh my goodness.
First the honey.
What?
Now this.
Oh wow, okay. You slash your blade. Your enemies now have concealment from you for 1d4 rounds, as they are much thicker, obscured in the area than you first fought. You can barely see them. Their armor is now increased by 2 points, we will go with, for the next 1d4 rounds. From just yourself, Torvin.
Okay.
Just the next round. But alas, your hair is in your eyes, the wind is in your eyes, it almost burns your eyes, the blood is in your eyes because it's all around the tornado. And with that we move to Magnus, I believe. I'll actually update the turn order properly.
Magnus is going to poke his head around. I don't like killing people, but you are trying to hurt my family.
Oh, Torvin, I forgot your save, sorry, go for it. Your Dex save. I suspect you may get a 1, but go for it.
Why did you do that to me?
You can't make this up! You can't make this up! Five ones! 5 ones!
2 in a row.
Will Wheaton, what did you do with Odin?
Oh no,
and why
no,
are
you said
here?
Will Wheaton!
Why would you do
Oh
that?
no, I've said Will Wheaton! Oh no! Oh great, everyone's gonna be rolling
God.
ones. Okay.
It can't get any worse, right? Okay, 3 times Taliesin Chaffee, Taliesin Chaffee, Taliesin Chaffee. We're good.
Okay, Torvin, you are all around this torrent of blood right now. You can't see anything except the thick blood obscuring your entire vision.
I
Magnus,
zoom
it's-
past him going, whee!
Well, because I was holding on to that lantern, do I need
Yes.
to roll?
Are you trying to remove the lantern?
No, I'm just holding on to it, trying not to fly away.
If you hold on to the lantern and stay held on to it, it will be a strength check with advantage.
I feel like just rolling dexterity is better for me.
But alas, that would be using strength and not dexterity. He's thinking about it.
No, I'm moving up to find my strength for my order. Little
Good
little
stuff.
sheet.
Good stuff. You did alright last time, I think. Not a problem, it's only DC10. You maintain your grip. Are you going to send any hostility to the way of the soldiers upcoming to you?
No, I'm not an asshole. Oh, they are trying to kill us. Yeah, I'm gonna firebolt one.
Go for it.
Shoo! Shoo!
Uh, 19, easily a hit. As blood starts to fill the area around you. Your firebolt connects. 4 points of damage. He blocks a large amount of it on his shield, but the fire spreads off onto his face, which heavily scars and burns from the fire, but he does maintain
I'm so
himself.
sorry.
Alright, old man Magnus bringing the fire.
He screams. You can see the old man to your right, trying to move against the tornado, but unsuccessfully as well. At which point it moves back around to Lily. You can make a dexterity save to land yourself.
Can I wait until the tornado brings me round so that I can, like, try and drop down onto the soldiers over here?
For the purposes of movement, you will regain where you were previously. Anyway,
Ah, damn it. Okay.
it's just thematically you are flying around.
Damn. 14?
Not a problem. You find your way back onto your feet as Torvin flies past you uncontrollably.
Whee!
Okay. So Magnus, what's like up with that lantern? Do you want me to like?
Nothing's up with it. That's the problem.
Okay, I'm gonna move over. No, fuck it. It's Lily. She would just be like, okay, cool, fine, and run off and try and. Do I get an attack of opportunity if I move like around to here?
If you move away from the old man, he could, but he has no weapon drawn.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
He is in fact
So,
facing
yeah.
away from you as well, trying to back away out, but he can't make his way through.
Okay. Do the soldiers count as being within 5 feet of each other?
Yes, they are, unfortunately.
Okay,
But
okay.
you have flanking with Torvin, so
Yeah.
you will have advantage, which will give you sneak attack.
Then I'll just attack that guy.
Go for it.
Motherfucker!
Not a problem. Your blade makes contact with his flesh. Roll your damage.
Roll the advantage. It might be a crit.
Good shout, actually. I have my crit deck with me also.
Okay, then I'll try for the crit. You never know.
Regardless, he is dead. But go for it.
Oh,
It hit the
yeah.
20 and rolled onto a 2. Between yourself and Torvin, who flies around just in time to deliver a slash attack as he makes his way through the air, he hits the back of this enemy, at which point he spins around and almost implants himself onto your blade as he slowly sinks through the blade towards you. At which point you dig it deeper into him, looking in his eyes as he slowly fades away. The blood spews into the tornado.
I am the Red Menace. You will remember me.
Indeed he will. The next guard does, however, make an attack against you. Alas, he quivers in fear at the sight around him. Not just a blood tornado, but the splattering remains of his comrade that just fly into his face as he begins to deliver his attack. After that, we move over to Torvin.
It's not a 1!
He finally regains his footing. You're back on the ground, Torvin. You're back in combat space. You can move over and attack that guard with advantage. Your 19 is definitely a hit. 5 points of damage as your warhammer clubs into his back. You can feel his spine compact slightly. He grits his teeth. Almost unimaginable pain comes across him, but he does stand strong. And
come on, hurry up and die.
Oh my god, Bobby, you're failing again.
Magnus,
your fault.
It goes down to you.
I'm going to talk to the old man next to me, like, look here, good sir. I can tell by the keen spark in your eye that you are not here to harm us. You are merely an instrument of their machinations. If you protect us, we will not kill you.
Make a persuasion roll.
Something else Magnus is not great at.
Alas, he is resistant to your charms at this time. They'll kill me! He'll kill me! And he says nothing more.
Yes, I fucking will, and I'm a girl!
After that, Lily, it's your action. Unless you're doing anything else, Magnus, sorry. That was just...
Nope,
okay,
I'm fine with that.
Gonna stab at that soldier dude. Drunk on success.
Go for it, you have advantage. Don't need it though, don't need it. Natural 20.
Yes. Okay.
Lodged in the bone.
That doubles, so that's a 19. Should I roll sneak attack too?
It's
just for the
not
fun?
really required because he takes at least 2 bleed from this anyway with lodged in the bone. So your blade digs into him and you feel a connection to something, and as you pull back ready for your next attack, whenever that would be, it doesn't remove, but you do feel his body twerk uncontrollably as you do, and you tug and you tug and you tug, and he just keeps flinching and gritting his teeth and screaming as you do so. Eventually you pull hard enough that one of his ribs comes out with the blade, and the blood seeps like a tornado of blood. Just becomes more and more gruesome as the bits of flesh start to seep into the tornado, and a sea of blood covers you. At which point they're all dead. There's no actions from them. Torvin, it moves over to you.
Have I got to make a save?
Tell me what you're doing first, and then we'll come to it.
I'm going to go check the other lantern.
Yeah, go for it. With the combat dealt with, after a number of rounds of flailing around in the madness and the blood covering all of you, the tornado eventually subsides, smaller and smaller, going into the lanterns, and eventually dissipates, leaving just yourselves and the old man still there.
Covered in blood.
Everyone's covered in blood. Everything is covered in blood.
I'm going to clean myself up with prestidigitation.
That's an amazing spell for right now.
I am going to walk up to the old man.
Which
and
one?
I still didn't find your glasses. With the sword in my hand and the rib stuck on the sword. Just
He is in shock. He cannot answer you.
So, you obviously weren't here for your glasses. What? Why?
Why? Because they need tribute. And his eyes turn. And now that the tornado of blood has dissipated, you can see a trail. A trail of your possessions that leads ominously towards a cave in the distance.
Wait a minute.
Oh my god, did they
take our
steal our honey? Did they steal our honey? Did they steal our honey?
Your honey?
Did they?
I am a
You
calm
tell us like
man.
right now, or I'm gonna stick this here rib right into like your rib cage, and then you won't be able to like breathe because there's gonna be a rib where a rib isn't supposed to be.
Make an intimidation roll. You have advantage because you still have a rib on your blade as you're threatening him.
Okay.
I think he will be intimidated. And with that befitting
Don't
natural
even
20.
need advantage.
I'm sorry, all my windows went crazy for a moment. I've got too many windows open! Okay, with that befitting natural 20, he just bursts out into tears, falls to his knees, about eye level with you guys now. They took everything. They took that big pot, they took your weapons, they took your possessions, I don't know.
They took the big pot, like, oh my god, you guys, we need to get our honey back. We will not be able to, like, look Granny Betty in the face if we don't get the honey back.
Wait, not my child. Let's go get Donnie. I'm just gonna start heading into the cave, like really nonchalant.
Just ignore the blubbering guy. Just completely ignore him.
Honey's on the line, Lee.
Yeah, let's get the honey. Get the honey.
The pathway ahead of you is covered by trees that obscure the cave entrance. The trees are bloated and twisted around the cave's mouth, which opens into a deathly still corridor with high vaulted ceilings.
Oh, wait. No, you guys are right. You need a short rest.
I'm gonna check the guy's pockets.
Like, all of
Pockets.
this
Pockets.
is not my blood. That's all other people's blood.
Oh, yes, I'm cleaning them up as well.
In addition,
Actually, I leave Bobby dirty.
in addition to the twisted trees, black veins run through the walls, the rock walls. Kind of red and black twisted formations run from possibly inside the cave to the outside, but your possessions definitely do. Scattered first more, but then fewer towards that way.
I'm going to blow my nose on one of the dead guy's shirts. Get the blood out of my nose.
Not a problem. You kind of cover yourself with more blood.
That's fine.
Am I still sore from the boar, or did I heal during
Sore
the
from
honey?
the boar. I love it. While you guys were in your catatonic state, I count it as a long rest, so you are all back up to your maximum, but whatever you used right now, you've used. And with that, I'm going to move you guys to a different location, assuming you are going to try and retrieve your sweet, sweet honey. What are you going to do
Sweet
with
honey.
the gentleman you have? He is not moving at this point. You can take him with you, if you wish.
No, I'm fine with him being out there.
Yeah, I just left him.
He probably wants some of our honey.
He's
It's up to Torvin to be the sensible adult here.
he's quivering in a pool of various fluids.
You can stay there.
Hey,
Yeah,
Jonan,
right.
how's it going, man? The Jonan monkey in the house.
Oh! How dare he not be in the actual game? What the fuck?
The blood
dude?
tornado happened, Jonan. It's a thing.
You can play the old man.
Yeah, Jonan, if you want, I sent some generic PDF character sheets on the thing. If you just want to level those up like 2 levels, you could jump in for the last leg of this. I don't mind. Perfectly.
Be a gnome.
Or you
that's-
could be a gnome. There could
Well, we
easily...
That's all.
We can take a
That's all
short
we want.
5-minute. We can take a short 5-minute
Yeah,
break
let's
here
do
to
that actually, because
get a coffee.
I need to switch to the other dungeon anyway, and I do run off coffee. That is the oil to my machine. So let's take a quick 5-minute break, and we'll be back with you in just about 5 minutes. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will switch to the break screen. Enjoy some Commodore 64 music while I'm away,
I plan to.
which I'm just doing now. Hey, we're back, everybody. Hello, everybody, we're back from our break. People have coffee, they're able to exist in the Dungeons & Dragons environment once more, and our party makes their way into the Caves of Chaos. If you're wondering, this is actually the module Caves of Chaos. We've actually entered it now. So, I hope you enjoyed the picnic peril, but now we're in the Caves of Chaos, finally. Lily, Torvin, and Magnus slowly creep their way into this dark corridor ahead of them. The winding stone illuminates from their dark vision as they enter, and they see in front of them a very curious creature walking slowly towards them. A somewhat huge, almost turtle-like creature. making his way toward him with a lantern on his person. And we have the Jonin Monkey as Bagu once more from the last Caves of Chaos. One shot. Here we go.
Golf clap. Golf clap.
Oh, good lord, what is that?
Careful, it's after the honey.
Lily is
what is
walking.
that?
Lily is going to walk right up to him and stick her toothpick of a rapier right up in your face, or as close to your face as I can get, and like, did ya steal our honey?
Well, honey? I don't recall seeing any honey in these caves. I don't recall much, actually. All I remember is being captured on hobgoblins.
Oh my god, you
was not
guys,
nice.
this dude is dumb. I don't think he has our honey. Let's just keep going.
Well, that's not very nice. I'm not dumb, I'm just forgetful. Actually, quite disconcertingly so.
You don't have our honey, so, you know, whatever, I guess.
Oh, is that what you're here for?
Well, duh, that is what we asked you for.
Okay, fair enough. I kind of deserve that. Honey?
I'm just walking past him.
As you do, Lily, you come round the corner, at which point you hear some echoing footsteps from the north direction. Slowly and surely they come closer and closer as 4 humanoid individuals appear ahead of you.
At this point, Bagu, who, puts a hand on her shoulder and says, I wouldn't go— oh, shoot, she's away. There are lots of nasty things here, and they generally want to kill anything that moves. Apart from them.
I'm just gonna skip out. I mean, I'm in the dark, so I'm just gonna skip out and just have a look at them.
I'm going to
Not a
conjure Lucifer.
The owl, right?
Mm-hmm.
I will bring him in just a moment, because I have to fetch him from another page. But without a doubt, you have 4 creatures making their way down the corridor just ahead of you. Slowly, they march. One foot, the other foot ahead of each other. No weapons. Their bodies torn up, bloodied. Their faces wretched, withered. Some of them even have parts of their bones sticking through their exterior skin. With a slow and a drawn out, you can see 4 zombies ahead of you. You may start to roll your initiatives. I better fetch an owl.
Oh yes, but by the way, my tall friend, my name is Magnus the Magnificent. You've
My
probably
name's
heard of me.
Torvin.
That's Bobby.
Torvin.
My name's Bagu.
No,
Have you
your
not
name's
noticed
Bobby.
the zombies?
Well, yes, but they're very slow, so it's fine.
They don't have honey, so, you know.
Huh. Very simple in your goals.
Do we take them out, or do we just ignore them? What do we do?
They stand between us and honey. We kill them. Or unkill them all. It doesn't matter.
Re-kill.
Alright! Finally, the old man is talking some sense!
Apologies everyone, the Roll20 screen is really, really slow, so I am trying to scroll it to a position where you guys can see what's going on.
And of course...
Yay, it wasn't me that rolled a 1.
I'm just gonna write that as Bagu is just confused by everything that's going on.
Oh my god, get your shit together!
Finally. I had to, if you guys are wondering why the window is so slow, I had to turn off hardware acceleration to capture it, so it's really slow. So that's why I better go fetch this owl, or maybe just grab another one and bring it in.
At the risk of being irritating, would you mind also bringing me an eagle or something?
What? Oh my goodness, comes in here, demands an eagle? Like, what is this?
Oh, this is gonna
What
be
can I-
great.
Wait,
I'm
That
sorry.
was his eagle, wow.
he's got an eagle?
I know, right?
That's the damn one that stole the honey!
Exactly.
That's true, actually. They might attack it on sight.
Oh. Okay, well, I've chosen it now. I'm a ranger, I'm getting an animal companion, I don't care if it's a one-shot.
I'm just making them not giant, because I brought in new ones.
Fair enough.
Resizing tokens, yo. Can you guys... Okay, they're coming on really slowly. You realise we'll be able to see them eventually. Okay.
My eagle's a white one, right?
Yes, it is.
Alright.
Let's begin this combat.
For me. Again, I couldn't click the character stat thing because it didn't work.
I have 5.
Okay, I better roll some zombie initiative. At -1.
Ah.
10.
And still higher than me.
$15, was it, Lenny? And for Torven, what did you get on your initiative?
I was on the turn order, but you deleted me.
Yeah, sorry, there were 2 on there. I just deleted one of them. What do you get, buddy?
16.
16. And Magnus.
A magnificent 13.
13. Unlucky for some. With that, as they loom slowly forward, it's obvious that they are not here to be friendly. What would you like to do, Torven?
Well, with the blessings of gold, glitter gold upon us, we shall do this, and I shall bless the 3 of us Noes.
Not a problem.
It's that itchy feeling again.
I'm getting that thing where you guys are not appearing on the turn order even though I've added you. But don't worry about it. I will say when everyone's going. Sorry about that, guys.
That's fine.
So you bless. Who did you bless, sorry?
The gnome.
3
He's
gnomes.
ignoring me.
It's only up to 3 creatures, so yeah.
Okay.
Oh, fair enough.
And with that,
Gnomes first, yo.
the gnomes slowly and dimly glow in a vibrant and holy light. You are now blessed.
For the honey!
For the honey indeed. Lily, it moves
So
around
Betty!
to your action.
Okay. Well, in that case, for the honey, I'm going to... Oh man, it doesn't tell me how far I'm moving. It should tell me that, isn't it? Isn't it?
You can click to take the ruler to check.
Each large square is 10 foot.
The battle music's a bit loud, MBO.
Not a problem, I will turn it down. That's actually much better. Can you guys hear us alright? My lurking friends? So are you gonna move up to them or stay where you are, Lily?
No, I'm staying where I am, and I'm gonna shoot them instead. Take
Go
out
for
my
it.
bow. Take out my bow and shoot. Oh, I'm very sorry, that was insensitive. Maybe.
David T. Gregory says he can hear us just fine, so that's all good. Thanks, man.
Hey.
Your, were you firing a bow, sorry?
Yeah.
Yes. Your arrow sticks into the chest of the walking carcass, but no obvious effects from your shot. Just hits into it, thud, no action.
See, that's why I never use the bow.
After that, it moves on to Magnus. You're up.
Yeah, look at this spell. I reach my hand out and I'll cast Chill Touch.
Would the
on
D4 have helped
right one.
Lily there? Bless.
No, it would not have.
Fair enough.
Unfortunately.
Probably not. I didn't want to waste it.
You get it
You
every
get
turn,
it
I think.
every turn.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Really?
it would have only brought you up
Awesome.
to 12,
11.
unfortunately. But you're right. There you go. Stay in school, kids. Maths is important. A 17, 22 is definitely a hit with your chill touch. The cold, is it cold or necrotic?
It's necrotic.
Isn't it? That's fine, because on the version I'm using, they're not immune to that anyway, so it's fine. It hits it, and it starts to... oh, no, wait, I just read the special traits. You hit it, the corruption spreads on its body, but no obvious effects, as it seeps into its dark skin, its corroded and pustuled body. No effects.
That's fine. I expected that. Maria, it's not a damaging spell, but that one there will struggle to hit us now. Has got a disadvantage on attack rolls until my next turn.
Not a problem. After which it moves on to them, and they loom slowly forward. They get to just about 5 foot in front of Lily as they shamble ahead, in a strange order for seemingly mindless creatures. They march onwards. After which, because I'll move them as we move on to Bagu's turn. They're 5 foot in front of Lily. Go for it, Bagu.
Okay then, but now as they slowly lumber on, but Bagu will move closer so he's side by, so he's close to Lily's side, and he's going to lunge for a spear attack at this one here.
Go for it.
I pray the spear attacks on the sheet. Oh, there it is. Nice!
Natural 20!
And I believe the damage is 1d6.
I have my crit deck with me, Jonan, so let's see what you get.
That's not what I wanted to hit. Where is the...
Just click the spear bit and it should do it for you.
Piercing, right?
Yes, it's piercing damage. Give me 1 second.
Lodged in the bone, you probably can't see that, guys. Double damage plus 2 bleed around until healed, and it's a zombie, yo, so it's not going to heal itself.
Alright, so the plus 2 to that, that's 14.
Nice. With that, your spear hits it in the bone. You feel a sickening crunch as its body collapses into itself. The bones were barely holding the structure together as it just crumbles into the ground as a heap of dusty and fleshy mess.
Okay, and as he falls, Bagu is gonna turn to hit his eagle, which is just sort of flapping overhead, and he then goes, "Seeker, fly behind us and shriek if you see anything."
Not a problem. You want that facing the other direction in case anything comes, correct?
Yeah, I'm gonna have him so just fly a short distance ahead and then just shriek if he sees anything coming behind us.
Not a problem. He goes and does that. I will have him act on your turn, the same with the owl for yourself, Magnus, after which it goes over to Torvin.
Bagu took us down, didn't he?
He did, yes. How far did you send your eagle, Jonin?
Let's see. I'm gonna say I didn't give a distance specifically. Let's see how far they can move. Let's see. Eagles move flight speed 60 feet, so
In
I'll
which
say
case
around
it
here.
gets 50 feet and shrieks.
Oh no, something's behind us.
Indeed.
It's me.
No, besides you.
Torvin, you
Yeah,
have
What? Is it beside us or behind us now? Oh my god, be more clear.
Alright, something is behind us right now, yes.
His name is Lucifer. He's my favorite owl. I've known him for years.
Torvin, you have this information. You may choose what you do with it, obviously.
I'll hit the zombie in front of me with my hammer.
Not a problem. Alas, your warhammer impacts into its chest, staggers it back slightly, but then it lumbers forward as if nothing
D4.
happened. Alas, that is still not enough, despite the holy encouragement.
Well, you two are both very bad at this.
With that,
Oh my god,
Shut
your
up.
spell didn't even do anything.
Lily, it's your action.
Okay, I'm going to hop over this dead guy, go to this guy, and because I'm a swashbuckler, I'm gonna try and stab it and do my sneak attack damage on top of all of that.
Not
Bum,
a
bum,
problem.
bum.
Easily a strike.
That's for the regular, so that's 7 total, and then 2d6. That's
16.
20 total. 20 total.
Fantastic.
Wow.
With that, you stab the creature and you bring your blade down its torso, splitting it in two from shoulder to midsection, as the top section slides off slowly to a growing grin on your face as you look back to the rest of your party. You nod as the body collapses onto the ground.
I
You're
see she
welcome.
takes pleasure from this.
She was dropped on her head like 8 times as a baby.
I am the pink menace! Fear me!
After that, Magnus, it's your action. I need to update 2 of these as dead. Apologies.
No worries. The one in front of Torvin is still up, yeah?
Yes, he is.
I will do the same spell. I have the same cantrip again, just to make it harder for it to hit him.
Go for it.
I'm gonna fireball it, screw it.
Okay. Your firebolt does connect. Do your damage. The fire erupts on the creature's body, flaming its shirt on top of it. As the shirt slowly burns away, the zombie maintains its form. Scarred as it is and charred, it's still there.
Oh, that does not smell like honey at all. Ugh.
Generally, things that are set on fire don't.
Except for honey.
Honey!
If anyone's wondering why these aren't coming back, I'm using a variant from this module that was designed for 5th edition. It's playtest material, just like the Picnic Panic. So, is that everything, Magnus?
Yep.
After which...
Sorry, I'll send my owl down with the hawk.
Okay, how
the
close do
eagle.
you want to get? Because the owl ended up right next to those zombies.
The
The
owl
eagle,
or-
rather.
The eagle did, sorry, yeah.
I'll send it about 30 foot down. How high is the ceiling?
The ceiling is a good way up. It's arched. It's around about 15 to 20 foot.
I'll have it fly up 20 foot then and be up right at the top.
Okay.
That's me done.
And with that, it moves on to the zombies. And Jonin, what would you say the armor class of your birdie would be?
I've got the stats right here. The armor class is 12.
Okay. You can hear some sickening noises and crunches from the background. Let's do this.
Oh no.
He's an ex-parrot.
Yeah, as I was saying, I've had my owl for years.
God.
The key is not putting them in danger. you see,
Well,
that's the
one
key.
of those was a natural 20, and I suspect at least 3 of them hit. That is...
Oh god damn it! I get an animal companion that dies in 5 minutes.
Yep. It is with a +3, so that 12 was a 15.
I think
12 AC.
they all, 12 AC. They all
Nice.
hit.
Well, if it had a hand, it would have lost it. That would be its severed hand, would be the critical. Let's easily just say that you hear some munching and some horrific tearing sounds in the background. You call for your animal. No sound comes.
Yeah, as I was saying, the best thing about animals is keeping them out of harm, but they're very frail things. I've had Lucifer for years because of that.
That's Resident for eating our honey.
What ate your honey?
Eagles eat our honey.
Then down with eagles!
Lily, one of those zombies comes around to you, the other attacks Torvin. Torvin. It's Torvin, right? It's Bobby.
Torvin.
Bobby.
Yeah, Torvin with a bobby.
So for Lily, that one is going to move up to you. I'll move it after I've done the attack. A bit easier that way. $17 on the slam.
That hits.
That is a mighty.
Just making sound.
I thought you were. That is a mighty 1d4 plus 1 bludgeoning damage.
Which one's attacking her?
This one up here, Evian will move in a second.
There you go.
Got you.
4 points of bludgeoning damage as it slams itself into you. And for Torvin?
Torvin's rolls at disadvantage.
Okay.
You hit it with a firebolt.
I did, yeah, true.
That's quite right.
He
That
does
was
not.
2 turns ago. Alas, it misses anyway, still perhaps suffering the effects from that necrotic sorcery. It then moves over to Bagu.
Bagu goes silent for a second upon hearing the sound of his friend dying horribly, and then just goes, "You seem to be having fun. Take care of things a second," and marches down here until he can see the zombies.
What an odd man.
Yes, they should have moved up slightly, so I will just do that.
And let's see, was that 30 feet?
They will be within 30 feet when you get there, because I didn't move them up.
Okie doke. I'm just moving back as, yeah, there we go.
They will be at that distance.
Alright, and Bagu just very silently and very grimly goes for a spear attack on the one in front of me.
Yep, I will mess around with the camera so people can see that real quick. But go for it.
Oh, of course, it's a bloody 3.
As you go for your strike, you look down and you see the feathered remains of your comrade on the ground, and just a single tear falls your tortle eye, and you cannot make your attack.
Doesn't it get like death saving throws too? Does it? I'm not sure.
They consumed most of it, I'm afraid.
Oh no!
On an unrelated note, I am planning 1,000 horrible deaths reward.
Alright, just zooming out so you guys can see. There you go. There you go. Nope. Sorry, it's really slow. I'm trying to get a view where everyone can see. That's just about right. There you go. Okay, next up in the order is Torvin.
Try the hammer again.
You have a D3. Actually, it won't. D4 won't help, unfortunately. No,
What,
yes, it will.
15?
There you go. 13. That is a hit. There you go. Maths, everybody. Seven damage. Has this one been struck before? Actually,
4
Yeah.
damage by a firebolt.
Okay. It is still alive, unfortunately.
Get out of the way! I want the honey!
Just about still alive, but it is. There you go. Your hammer strikes into it, and you feel, you see part of its face tear off from your hammer strike, revealing a grisly skull underneath. Lily, it's your action.
Ah! I'm gonna launch myself at the dude next to me.
Go for it.
They can't all be winners. Wait, I'll put the.
Yeah, I was gonna
Maybe
say,
it's
put
a
the
4.
bless on
Maybe
there.
it's a 4. Maybe it's a 4. No, it's not a 4.
Not quite enough, I'm afraid. You're looking back at the rest of your party to see how they're doing in comparison to your combat, and with that you're distracting yourself as you're just going through the motions and kind of grandstand the rest of them, like, look at how I'm doing.
Yeah, I'm doing the Pirates of the Caribbean thing where they're just like hitting swords against each other and not trying to actually hit the person. I'm doing that. Like, ching, ching, ching. It looks cool.
And with that, Magnus, is your action.
Firebolt straight into the one that is attacking Bobby.
Go for it. That is a hit.
This is what makes me so magnificent.
And with that, it erupts into flames, cinders away into scarred bone, and then disassembles in front of your eyes, almost in a comedic fashion, where the lower body disappears, the arms fall, and the head stays in the air for just a moment before it drops to the ground and shatters. Is that everything, Magnus? After that, it will be the zombies.
Yep. My owl will move still 20 foot up, back towards me.
Not a problem. At which point, the two up ahead, one makes an attack on Lily B, the other makes an attack on Torvin. Torvan, why can't I say that name?
There's only one zombie up there.
Up the top, there should be one on Lily and one on Torvin.
That
but
one
that
died.
that one died.
You are
Fiery
quite
cartoony
right,
death.
it just died. My bad, I didn't update that. Because I got so many windows open. My bad, guys. Me and that short-term memory. Okay, one attack on Lily, and then there's going to be 3 attacks on Bagu, I'm afraid.
That's fair enough.
But you did run down there into 4 zombies, man. Sorry.
That's true, but I was overcome at the emotional loss of my eagle.
See, like, animal companions, that's tough, yo.
Yeah, pets are my one weakness.
It very feebly stumbles into you, almost knocks you slightly rather than actually slamming into you. No effect.
Oh my
really.
god, he almost stepped on me.
Spectacularly, you turn and they all bounce off your shell as they run at you, impact off of it, and stagger backwards, Bagu. No effect whatsoever. The highest there was an 11.
Nice.
With that,
Yeah,
it
my
moves
AC
over
is
to
12
you.
for the record.
Yep. With that, it moves over to you.
Okay, and it's now time to stab this guy in the face. Let's see where it. Where have my attacks gone? They were right here a second ago. Damn it!
The attacks are gone. You lose your
Ah,
round,
here
I'm
we are.
afraid. Not a problem. That is a hit. Spear connects. Which one are you going for? The one to your left, right, or just in front of you?
The one straight in front of me.
Go for it. Five points of damage as your spear connects to the creature. You feel it impact into that fleshy mass, and you pull away through the side of the creature because it's so decomposed, it's so easy to pull it away. You don't have to take it out. Is that it, Bagu?
Actually, I think. Yeah, you know what? Just to make it easier for later, I'm gonna put a hunter's mark on this one right here.
Not a problem. After which it moves to Torvin.
I'm going to move opposite Lily and try and take out the zombie's knees.
Easily with 22 of your Warhammer, you connect. 8 points of bludgeoning damage. I don't believe this one's been struck yet. Your hammer impacts into the side of it, pushes it towards Lily again, who shoves it off, but not a problem.
Come on, Lily, finish it. Get it. Get it.
Oh my god, you're nagging again. I got this.
At which point it moves over to you, Lily. It's your action. You do, however, have advantage because you're flanking it.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't roll it twice.
Alas, you're trying to get a good attack in.
Hang on.
A 12 is just shy, I'm afraid.
Damn it!
It's 13 AC. You're getting a good strike, but just as you do, you hear, nope, up a bit from Torvin, nagging you on every strike, and you just can't seem to connect.
You'd fail.
Oh, you're always busting my bubble. Why are you even here?
Magnus is your action.
Stop sucking.
Firebolt or
Go for it.
You messed up my groove.
Easily hit. Is that the one ahead or down towards Bagu?
The one attacking my gnomish friends.
Go for it.
Yes, the key is to, ah!
That's so close, I will take it down. The bolt of fire streams from your fingertips, hitting the creature just at the same time as Torvin and Lily finally get on the same page and connect blades into the center of this creature, which bursts in a fiery and grotesque display in front of you.
I jump back. Oh, ow, ow.
The fleshy cinders cover both Torvin and Lily, but you're otherwise unharmed, at which point it does move around to the zombies once more. Magnus, one of them crawls its way up to you and attacks you. The other three stay on Bagu.
Now you don't want to do anything foolish.
Not a chance, as it feebly slams into you.
Oh yeah, I made it firmer stuff, you see.
Okay, obviously the natural 20 hits me.
Yes, okay.
And unfortunately, I think the 10 does as well, because my AC is 12.
That is a shame. Double damage from the blow, but you are also fatigued with that attack. So, one level of exhaustion, that'll be.
Okay.
As they continue to pummel into you, your shell can only take so much damage before it starts to weigh you down.
I can do this. I can do this.
First hit did 2 points, and then the critical will be 2d4 plus 1.
Okay.
Eight points from the critical, woo!
So, let's see, yeah, that's 8 plus 2, 10 overall.
10 points in total. The first slam kind of knocked you back, the second one really connects and almost sends you onto your back, onto your shell. But you maintain your position, you stand strong, and Bagu, it's your action.
Okay, first off, I stabbed the one next to me here.
Go for it.
Please connect.
That is a hit.
Okay, and since that one was the Hunter's Mark, I believe that means it gets...
An additional
extra...
d6.
Yes, okay, so... Bring out the tumbler.
Sorry, I was adjusting all of the hit points then. Your strike comes in, you connect under the jaw. The spear goes all the way through its head, no doubt through its brain, but it's undead and it doesn't affect it. You can see your point of your spear just atop of its head as you pull back. A little stream of blood trickles down onto you, but it's still up, still fighting.
Right, and in that case, I'm just going to check one last thing. Sorry, I'm just double checking a spell.
Straight ahead of you?
No, the one with the Hunter's Mark is this one.
Oh, so you're
here.
right, correct. Okay, good stuff. Whilst you're figuring out what you're going to do, Torvin, what would your action be at this point? You're still going, Bagu, I just want to, you know, speed it along.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I'm just double checking if it's a bonus action or not. No, it's not. Okay, that is my turn.
Wow, that was super loud. Did everyone hear that?
Sorry.
That's right.
So I'm going to move up. Check the distance or something in a minute. I'm going to cast a healing word on the turtle.
Not a problem.
You're not going yet. You find the honey. Honey.
And Bagu, you're not too sure about this honey they seem obsessed with, but the idea of it is very pleasing to the fact that you feel yourself enhanced from it.
Nice, thank you.
7 points of healing.
Thank you.
The thought of the honey keeping you going.
I can't throw my warhammer, so I'm going to go with a sacred flame on the zombie in front of me.
Not a problem. I would allow you to throw your warhammer, it would just be at like disadvantage at 30 foot. Okay, dexterity save, they're bad at that. Natural 1. Oh, I forgot, that's the one you're next to Magnus, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good stuff. Oh yeah, that's not that far away. That's fine. With the natural 1 and it already being injured, your sacred flame erupts around it, and in a fiery ignition, it burns into just dust in front of you, and slowly falls onto the ground as a pile of ash. That's it. Over to Lily.
Good idea for the fire, Magnus.
Okay.
Yes, I'm very clever.
Remind me how double dash works in 5th edition. I don't just
You can
just move
bonus
double
action
my.
do it.
Yeah, I know, but I just need to know how far I can get.
Well, you're a
Okay.
gnome.
So you can dash as a bonus action, but I'm not sure if you can use your movement dash and then bonus action dash.
Yeah, you can dash.
Okay, that seems fine. So with that, you would get 60 foot in your action.
50.
50. Okay. Oh, are they slower for gnomes? Are they?
25.
Okay. So you would get just about up to them. I don't think you're pushing your push to talk button, Lily. I can't hear you.
That is absolutely correct. I know technology. Okay, so I'm just gonna. I think I could get right to them, right?
Yeah, but you would have used your bonus action and your
Correct,
action
so
to dash.
So I wouldn't
just
be able.
movement. Movement
Just-
25.
Oh, I see.
dash
Sorry, I
25.
forgot. I thought you were double dashing.
And that was my question because I don't know how that works.
If you
really in
dash,
5th
that's your
edition.
action.
Okay, then I'll do that, but I'll stop right here
Okay, go for it.
because there, right there.
After which it moves over to Magnus.
I don't want to bust out big spells yet. Cantrips are boring. No, yeah, I'm just gonna send a firebolt to the one to the right of Bagu.
Yes, go for it. Wow.
I'm assuming that probably does not hit.
No, that was a magnificent fumble,
Oh god.
but that could be something insane. So let's look.
You do, however, get a D4 on that.
Wow, okay. Stigmata of the eyes, I'm afraid. You conjure some magic, but not the one you want, as bleeding eyes takes effect. You take 1d6 points of bleed damage as your eyes erupt into a bloody mess.
I enjoyed the way someone fumbled on me earlier and I took damage for it. And now I'm bleeding when casting at someone else.
5 points of bleed damage, I'm afraid. Somewhere along the lines you picked the wrong word, and chaos ensued. Perhaps it's just
That's fine.
environment in general.
I take that off my temporary hit points, that's alright.
After which it goes back to the zombies again. Bagu, you may take an attack of opportunity as one of your zombies moves towards Lily. It's the one that moved your hunter's mark on.
Okay. And I'll run the wrong part of the sheet.
I will roll the other 2 attacks for you as that goes on. That is a hit.
Okay, so and how
Alas,
do you get 2 bloody natural 20s?
alas, you You did take a fair bit of damage whilst you distracted yourself taking that attack of opportunity. The others took their regular attacks on you. You did, however, kill your target that was moving over to Lily as you slice it with your spear. It then collapses on the ground as you moved away, but then you take a 20 to hit and then a 23, which is the natural 20. So let's see what that is. Crumpling blow. Double damage and you are knocked prone. I know you guys can't see these very well, but if you pause the screen, maybe you can verify that they are what I say. The first attack dealt 3 damage, and then the critical will knock you prone and do double damage.
Okay. Get ahead.
Roll a 1, roll a 1.
That's 6 damage, and you are knocked flat onto your shell. You did, however, kill the target that moved past you.
That's good. Hang on. If would my concentration be lost having been knocked prone?
Yes, you do have to make another concentration check whilst you are hit. But
I'll assume. We can just say it fails on a natural 20 to speed up.
You do get a save, so you can go for it.
Okay.
It is your action next as well, so it may be
okay.
relevant.
So concentration is wisdom.
Constitution.
Constitution, yeah.
Oh, constitution. Sorry,
Yeah.
I thought
And you gotta beat half the damage that you took.
that's not happening.
And somehow
Well,
no.
it gets for every hit that you take, so you have to roll 2 concentration checks. The first one you have to beat a 2, and the second one you have to beat a 3.
I think it's just a flat 10 in 5th edition.
Yeah,
DC
it's
10
half
or half
the damage
damage,
or
yeah.
10, yeah, whatever's
Oh,
highest
shit.
even.
And with that, Bagu, you have lost your concentration. It's your turn. You are flat. You'd have to use half your movement to get up.
Rightio. 2 things. First of all, just adjusting my HP. So that's okay. Still alive with 6 hit points, and
I do normally impose an attack of opportunity when you get up. The zombies are really slow, so I will not do it this time.
Okay, so just doing one last ability check. Let's see. Where is? No, that's all I'm looking for. Is that nice? Okay. Actually, you know what? It's not. Actually, yeah. You know what? Yeah, I'll use half my movement to get up and then just attack this guy. Actually, no, attack the one in front of me because I believe that's taken damage before.
I think you tried to hit it before, but you missed.
Oh, never mind.
That is a hit, however.
Okay, and damage is. There we go.
As you rise, you strike with the spear. The butt of the spear hits the target's neck and flips back its head. It rolls its eyes down towards you as it returns. Still alive, but has taken a beating. And you're up, Bagu.
So.
After which you'll be Torvin, your action.
I'm coming. I'm gonna be there sometime. I'm gonna attempt. I'll use a 2nd level healing word on the shell man.
Go for it.
Thank you again.
Again, sweet talk of the honey brings you back to form, Bagu, as Torvin whispers wonderful words to you. Anything else you'd like to do, Torvin? Because I believe that was a bonus action.
Yep, I'm gonna go with Sacred Flame again.
Go for it.
It's not doing the thing, but it's got to do a DC 13 save.
Yep, I'm on it. It rolled a 1, which is a 0 because it's -1 because they're slow. A lick of flame scorches the creature to your right, Bagu. To everyone watching, it's obviously, left, but it licks with flame. A little bit of damage, did hurt it, but no obvious repercussions from that. After which it moves to Lily.
All right. I'm going to pick the one in the back. You know, the lonesome one. All on its own. Gonna hit it. Or maybe I'm not. No, maybe I'm not. I'm putting a D4 on that.
Good shout.
Ugh.
Alas, with your short size, the run exhausts you by the time you get there, and you just feebly put your weapon towards it.
I got this. Just stay right there.
Magnus, it's your action.
Firebolt up!
The firebolt comes in. Alas, now with your comrades in the fray, you don't want to risk hitting them.
D4.
Oh, good shout.
Do it.
No, 11 is not quite enough, I'm afraid. Your attack goes wide, it hits the ceiling, a couple of rocks fall down and sprinkle onto your target, but not your desired effect.
Oh my god, Bobby, your blessing sucks.
No, just you.
I mean, in fairness, he is bleeding from the eyes. So
After which, as Magnus wipes the stigmata from his eyes, there are zombie attacks. One's going to come in at Lily, one at Bagu. I'll do Bagu first.
thankfully, that doesn't hit.
21 for Lily.
I mean, let me check. Oh no, yeah, that hits.
In your exhausted state, the zombie slams into you with its shoulder, sends you back almost into the rock behind you, but you maintain your form as it's not quite a deadly blow. So you are reforming your combat pose as it does so.
'Tis but a scratch.
It moves round to Bagu.
Okay, I'm going to do a spear attack on this guy here.
Not a problem, that's a hit. 7 points of damage. That's the one in front of you, right?
I was doing the one to the side of me. I figured Lily was having fun with the front one.
Good shout. Your spear connects, largely caught up in the clothing, but as you rip it through, you kind of scratch down the back of the creature, removing the flesh from its body, and as its back slowly starts to bleed, you can see it slowing down. Torvin, you're up.
I'm gonna move behind the one on the shellman. Bagu.
Go for it. You got a 12 there, I believe, or is that a 10? Oh, with advantage. Okay, you can do it with a D4. Actually, you automatically do it with a D4. So there you go, that is a hit. With it being distracted by Bagu, you are able to connect with your warhammer to the side of its face. With that, I'm gonna expedite its demise, and you crumple its head down into its torso. A small jet of blood comes out from that area, and it collapses to the ground.
Yeah.
Lily, you're up.
I'm gonna spit blood in the dude's face and I'm gonna stab it.
Go for it, that is a hit.
Yes. So that's this one. Plus... Where's my 2d6? Where the fuck are my 2d6? Sorry.
No worries.
There they are.
Wow. You've taken enough from this creature, and as it slowly leers towards you, you implant one of your blades into its eye. As it starts to bleed and pus from its eyeball, you take another weapon and shove it in the opposite eye, and you pierce down towards it until it goes onto the ground, where you eventually wrench the weapons free and take its head with you. Its body collapses with a small fountain of blood, and you have its head in your hands. It's
I think this is like seen better days.
and with that maddening laugh, you are now out of combat.
Bagu picks up. I assume there are some feathers on the ground left of poor Seeker.
There is somewhat of a carcass remaining.
But Agu looks at places a hand on the creature and goes, "I'm sorry, my friend. You deserved better."
Are you going to eat that?
No, no one is. It's the and with that, I pick up some small rocks to make like a small grave.
But it was honey fed. It probably tastes delicious.
Oh my god, the honey! The honey, you guys! We gotta look for it. And
Oh yeah, honey.
I'm gonna scan the ground for signs of our possessions that were dragged through, because unless I got that wrong, that there were like...
Yes, there were. There was a small amount of your
breadcrumb
items.
trail.
Yeah, pretty much. Everyone that wants to search, make a perception check. And Bagu, you may as well once you are informed.
Perception.
Okay.
Everybody searches around in desperation. What were your rolls? I see that Magnus got an 11 and Bagu got a 16. Is that a 2 from Lily and an 8 from Torvin?
It's a 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
With that,
I'm just marching along with Bobby and being like, did you see when I did this? And when I did that? And when I did that?
I saw when you missed the other one.
with that,
Oh my god!
with the
Always have
ensuing-
to focus on the bad stuff.
with the ensuing argument, Torvin and Lily are distracted as they go through the remains of the corpses ahead. Magnus and Bagu, you keep your eyes trained to the ground, and eventually you see a small sliver, a small trail, very faint, of a golden liquid that dots its way north down the
I
cabin.
found it!
Bagu takes a moment to look at the others and goes, "I assume you're not leaving the caves until you found this honey?"
Oh my god, that is the stupidest thing you've ever said in your entire life.
I suppose it would be from the old of you. Well, might as well make sure no one else dies in these caves. I'll help.
With that, I'm actually going to teleport you guys up a little bit due to time constraints. I'm going to move us along because this is a real big place. So let's get towards the thick of it.
Okay.
So you guys may talk on your travel as I find the placement real quick.
So, why is this honey special to you again?
It takes 261 years to make. It's made from 17 different bee honeys.
Yes, I
It's
see
like-
it would be.
So it's like half as old as him, but so much better.
Yeah, it tastes better too.
Yes, I could see it would
Oh,
be
that's
inconvenient
better.
if you lost it.
How do you know how it would taste better? Like, did you ever lick him? Oh my god, Bobby, did you lick Magnus? Oh, that is so gross.
Who hasn't licked Magnus?
Who hasn't
That's-
licked Magnus?
that's
Oh my
true.
god, Bobby, are you serious right now? Like, that is, I cannot even. I just cannot even. And I move away and stop talking.
You know you're lying.
I seem to pick up unique companions wherever I go.
You're not picking me up.
Quite obvious we've picked you up. You were the one wandering around by yourself.
I
Well,
mean, just as
I
long
did
as
have a
nobody
friend.
licks him, that's fine.
Your trail takes you to this corner right here where the drips start to get a bit more substantial, worryingly so. Considering how sacred and how coveted this substance is, it does quickly start to eye at you.
Okay, that actually shuts me up, and I'm gonna be quiet from from then on. I was like, guys, do you want me to like go ahead? We should really hurry. I mean, I know that you're old, but we should really hurry.
I'll start running down.
Food in the door.
Okay, with that, Magnus, as you start to run down the corridor, could you make
I'll keep to his side.
Could you make me a dexterity save? Everyone that's running.
Whilst he's doing that, I'm going to expend a spell slot to cast Primeval Awareness, just so that I become aware with. Let's see. I become aware of undead elements, phase, or fiends within 1 mile of us.
Not a problem. We'll get to that as everyone rolls terrible dexterity saves by the looks of it.
Okay, dex save.
Well, in fairness, Bagu, as you were casting that, it's really annoying as well because you rolled a 20. Did you pause? Okay, honestly, did you pause to cast it, or were you running and casting it?
I was running and casting it.
I will allow it because you rolled a 20, and I don't want to take that away from you because I know how much you need that.
Okay, in absolute fairness, even before this, I was thinking of running because it doesn't say anything about having to do a meditation. So
otherwise, I know Ward is dead. So that's fine. So, you guys are running. Bagu, you're in such a quick step, and being a tiny bit faster, even at your weight, than the gnomes, you run ahead. As you run down the corridor, you hear a click behind your feet as you make it to the end, which I will just do.
Oh wait, hang on. In fairness, I'm still exhausted. Does that mean I technically have to roll again?
It's not a worry. After the combat and after the travel you guys have gone, it's no longer an issue.
Okay.
With that, you stop at the end of the corridor. The rest of you guys are running as the walls very quickly start to come towards you. In lightning speed, you see one side of the cavern come very quickly and crush the other side. You all rolled, Lily, did you roll an 11 or a 2? Sorry.
I rolled a 5 total.
Oh, 5 total.
Sorry, I fucked that up.
Torvin, I was looking at a previous roll, no worry. And Torvin, you rolled a 5. Magnus, is that a 7?
Sorry, cut out there. What was that, sorry?
Magnus, was that a 7? You got?
Yes, it was.
Okay, in which case, all of you are quickly crushed in this platform of the wall. Hits you, you will take damage. I'll make it 1 roll for all of you.
Goblin sandwich. Gnome sandwich.
Only 2 points, mainly your pride that was crushed. But you do still have, as it quickly comes back again, another dexterity check to make as you guys make halfway.
That's better. Oh dear. Ah.
No, Lily, you jump like this.
Shut the fuck up, Bobby!
Well, Torvin, you got a 20. You run ahead of the pack. The rest of you are caught again by the crushing wall. Four points of bludgeoning damage. At that point, you do narrowly make your way to the end. I'm just moving you guys up. Just moving you up. There you go. Sorry guys, it's really slow on my other window, that's why.
That's fair enough. As they run up, Baku goes, "Are any of you injured? Anyone armed?"
Oh, well, scratch.
Ow, ow, ow. Those fucking walls hurt me more than any of those zombies did.
Is it serious? Do you need healing?
I'm at 9 out of 21, so...
Okay. I start casting Cure Wounds on her.
Oh, thank you. You know what? Maybe I was a little too hard on you. I kind of like you.
Oh, thank you.
You're cool.
Okay, that should have jumped you guys to the area.
Okay, I'm just gonna roll... Where it is?
Go for it.
1d8 plus wisdom, so...
Okay. Is the music freaking out for you guys?
No.
could just be my window. Okay.
Cool. Thank you.
No worries. For the record, that's the last of my spell slots.
Actually, I'm not even sure if I've captured the audio. Can you guys in the chat hear the... I have definitely captured us talking, but can you hear the music?
You could hear it when I was on the stream initially.
Okay, that's fine, that's fine. I was worried that I hadn't done it correctly. Or maybe I'd... Because I've got two browsers open and I haven't muted one of them, so they might both be playing. And that's why I'm getting crazy audio on my side. Crazy backing tracks. It's like it's like if like a guitarist is playing the same thing on another guitarist, but like a beat behind. It's really weird. Okay. Anyway.
That would kill me.
I hope that it's only capturing one of them. Okay. Anyway, for the rest of you, you enter some kind of temple. Candlelight illuminates the room. You step in this high domed space. Black candles in 8 tall candelabras on either side ignite magically as you enter, shedding disgustingly red light. You can see a great bell in its midst, 3 stone altars beyond, and an impressive throne, flanked by smaller chairs on a dais on the west wall. Purple and green forms of light and yellow dance on that wall. Mirror-like surface of translucent red stone. Hanging from above the other walls are purple drapes with evil symbols of red and vile phrases written upon them, which are embroidered in scarlet, gold, and black thread.
Would any of us recognize the language?
Are you going to investigate the dancing lights to your left, is the question.
I'm gonna go climb on the throne.
Before that happens, a Primeval Awareness, since I casted it lasts for about a minute. It allows me to detect within 1 mile any aberrations, celestials, fae, fiends, or undead, although it doesn't reveal the creature's number or location.
What's your distance on that, sorry?
1 mile.
1 mile? You sense a lot of undead. You say it doesn't give you the location, but it does tell you if they're there.
Yeah, it just tells me they're there. It doesn't reveal the creature's location or number.
It's incredibly strong. Incredibly strong in this area.
Okay.
Ah, you have come to my kingdom at last.
Be careful, lads.
Magnus, could you make me a charisma saving throw?
Jesus.
Is it a spell effect?
It is a spell effect enchantment.
Yeah, it's
Advantage.
Nice. It was still DC 11 though. Apologies.
And a D4. D4.
Is that still up? How long have we been
how
going?
long does that last?
Doesn't
Not
matter.
long enough.
Magnus starts chanting.
Considering what I just did, that's probably believable
Yeah,
as well.
it is potentially believable. He is also a spellcaster.
What you doing there, Magnus?
Oh my god, he's doing it again.
Did you detect the large number of zombies I did? Because I sense there are lots and lots of zombies around here. Be careful, everyone.
I'm just going to try and follow the trail of honey some more. And I am trying to be quiet.
Make a perception check for me.
Okay.
I'll make just an investigation check in the room in general, just to see if anything stands out as potentially dangerous. So,
Go for it. The sense of undead fills you with an eerie dread, Bagu. From where you look around on the right side of the room, you're just overcome with that fear. Lily, you make your way and you see that honey drip goes towards the edge of the curtain to the left.
Shall I roll stealth? Because I'm trying to be stealthy.
You may do, yes.
Okay.
Apologies, I'm just getting the right thing up. There we go, there we go. Okay. That was a 14 on your stealth, was it?
Yes.
Okay. As you go to that side of the curtain,
Which side was that?
that's the left side, just in the corner,
Okay.
you are greeted by the sight of the honeypot right in front of you.
Yes. I'll go over and grab it.
That did not sound good.
As your hands grasp it, you see that another set of hands are clasped around the container. And as you look up, you see a dark-robed figure with a deathly black mask with the guise of a dragon on top of it. A red dragon is on top of his robes, his fingers kind of elongated and almost skeleton-like. Touch your own fingers as you get in contact with it.
Motherfucker, that's our honeypot!
At which point, you have to make me a dexterity save, DC 13.
Okay. Take that plus.
Not a problem, that makes it. Unfortunately, because of where Magnus is, he also has to make it. Sorry, dude.
No worries.
Is that whilst he's still chanting?
Yes,
or-
it is. It's just because he's on the throne.
Ah, okay.
You said reflex, yeah?
Yes. This will swing you back into your own
Initiative?
your own management. Yeah, there's going to be a little bit of dialogue just before, but this happens just because of his presence. You dart out the way, Magnus. You come to your senses. You dart out the way. You see this black haze come from this creature to the right and from the throne. At which point, the curtains to your right start to quiver as numerous undead start to make their way out, armored with shields and weapons, but ahead of them, a very slow, droning hulk of a creature, a huge abomination of undead, steps out. They all start to march in, and then they stop moving as the creature in front of you to the left puts out his hand to make them halt.
We just want our honey, and then we'll go.
I'm just going to
Come
update
on.
the tokens in the room. Actually, you guys can't see them that well.
And I can't answer the moment.
They're not that high up. They're on the far right.
Yeah, it's nice to see. Oh, far right, you say? Oh, there they
Yeah,
are.
I'll change their position because they're not actually going to get involved.
Yeah, I can see that. Okay. But yeah, whilst they're doing that, Baku says, yes, the honey pot and directions out of here, both of those things would be good.
Okay.
Somehow the silence actually makes things much creepier.
Yes, it does. Oh. Oh.
At which point, the dark-robed figure strolls over towards the throne and sits down as Magnus has moved past it.
Does it have the honey pot?
He does.
That fucker.
Could you move your token, Magnus? I keep accidentally clicking on those dancing lights. Cheers, buddy. And I just need to fetch your token from somewhere else. He's eerily silent whilst I do this.
Any conversation? Good confirmation? Yes, no.
He looks at all of you for a moment as you grit your teeth because at any moment that honeypot could leave his grasp.
If he lets it fall, I swear to God, like, I will murder him so hard.
It's fine, it's fine. I mean, I don't think undead have any reason for honey. I mean, unless... I don't know you undead.
Dude, you keep just calling it honey. It is really special honey. Like, anybody can have use for that honey.
Oh, really?
I'm just saying.
It probably puts flesh on their bones.
They say laughter's the best medicine?
But seriously, if he takes that honey, I'll fucking kill him.
If you can.
I mean, did you see me when I did that thing, and then I did that thing, and then I stabbed him in both eyes, and then I gave him like a quip of being like, seen the last of his days, and oh my god, what the fuck is that?
That is the abomination.
Oh, okay.
Alright, that's what I wanted to grab.
Do you think you could do that thing and the other thing to that thing behind us?
I mean, I am the Pink Menace. I can do fucking anything.
After these moments of silence, the figure gets up. His presence is kind of commanding, and he draws your attention immediately. Why have you come here, eh? Why do you come? To this place of darkness, this place of dread. You invade my lair, eh?
Cause you stole our fucking honey. I mean, oh my god, we established that already. Like, get on our page.
That's what this is, eh? Why you want this? Why you come to this place?
It's ours? You took it?
Yeah, kinda. Like, duh.
So I was just reconnecting the video there for a sec. Went out. There you go. Technical difficulties. It's live. That stuff happens. Sweet.
You missed my totally smart singer that did not end in just duh.
No, it's just a video cutout. It's fine. Magnus has gone dark as his expression drops as he is just totally out of it with the sight of his honey being tempted in front of him.
Don't speak for me.
So,
yes, I will, I whole person him.
Okay, I'm just gonna run out some of this dialogue real quick, and then we will go to that. So, you not come here to take the treasures we take from Darkadia, Green
If
Rest.
you're offering...
We take everything as tribute to our great leader. She will rise once more. And he puts out...
Damn right I will if you don't give us our goddamn honey back.
He
Let
puts
him
out
finish.
5 fingers.
Let him finish. He's very clearly enjoying this. He's practiced it.
I'm gonna give him 2 fingers.
Would any of us recognize it?
No, unlikely at this point.
Yeah, because I know what it is, but that's metagaming.
But
So
we can roll initiatives as Magnus starts to cast. So let's do that.
wait, that's not. Oh no.
So, I mean, do I get that elf as a surprise round?
No, it's obvious when you start to cast.
Oh.
Oh, better than the last time.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna change the music to something a bit more upbeat for the combat. Right, what did everybody get?
6.
14.
17.
I've
Magnus got
added the
22.
creature as dancing lights. That's amazing. I'll keep that weapon. So Magnus, you get 13, is that correct?
It is indeed.
And Torvin 14?
Yeah.
Okay. And Bagu 5? What did you get?
Bagu, I got 17.
17, okay, I'll update that. There we go. Right, you're all on the turn order, but I have multiple ones on my side. I don't want to delete them just in case something goes wrong, because you can all see most of them right now, except Lily, who's still invisible. But whatever, it's technical stuff. Okay. So, the highest in the turn order is at 17. So, Bagu, you are first to act. You can see an aggressive stance from Magnus as he starts to cast the spell.
Okay, is any of the other creatures... I'm sorry, are any of the other creatures moving?
They have not acted yet, but the huge one to the right starts to ready itself when Magnus becomes aggressive.
Okay.
We're talking about a moment's notice here as well. Like, Magnus started to cast, like, the expression of the room changed considerably. Everything started to tense up. You're in kind of the split-second moment right now.
Right, okay, so I'm going to step backwards just to try and reduce the number of people who can attack me, and I'm going to hold an attack action until something actively tries to attack me.
Okay, so you're going to hold your action until you're attacked.
Yes.
Okay, you're facing that direction towards these zombies.
Yes.
Okay, Torvin, you're up next. You can see Magnus starting to cast the spell.
Is he within 5 feet of the mass dude?
Just about, yeah.
So, am I able to get behind the other guy for flanking?
Behind the dark dude, he's just in front of a throne, so there's no way to get behind him, unfortunately. It's a huge throne, especially by your gnomish standards.
I'm going to cast Searing Smite.
Go for
which
it.
go off if I hit them with a melee attack. Which I don't. But it lasts up to a minute, so it's when I next hit.
Okay, you cast your Searing Smite and you slam your Warhammer down upon him. It just deflects effortlessly from the Dark Priest. It then moves down to, I've messed up all of my initiatives.
No!
Magnus, what did you have? Did you have 13?
Yep.
There you go, you're up next. You may cast a spell.
Yep, cast whole person on the big guy. So he's got a will save, he'll probably pass.
Not on a free. He's held. You cast your spell, his body freezes up, just as it looked like he was about to release the item. So his fingers are clenched upon it at this point.
And then I'm going to move behind him on the throne.
You can't quite get behind him. I've got the placement slightly wrong. He's in front of it. Although he can't move,
Isn't he a large creature? I'm small.
He's medium, but the throne is his size, if you get my meaning. He's directly in front of it.
Right, well, can I walk up the side of it and climb up over it?
You could make a acrobatics check to get in there. Athletics, rather, sorry, for climbing. It's not represented correctly, but the throne is made of stone and it's quite high around the edges.
Alright, I'll move to the side and try to climb up. Athletics, you said?
Yes. I will also note that. My apologies for Torvin and Magnus. You do have to make me charisma saves because you're still there. My bad. Not a problem. You climb up and scout around to behind the location of the High Priest. And with that, I'm missing someone. Bagu, what was your turn? I've deleted it from my thing magically.
Mine was 17. I was.
Sick. So we're on Magnus. That would move around.
I believe it's them, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay. So that huge creature makes a line just between Bagu and Lily. It storms up as it notices danger. The rest of the undead actually don't move. They sort of stay steadfast.
So whereabouts does it get to around here?
Just there.
Okay, feck it. I'm gonna use my attack action now then. Just
Go for it. You did hold your action. Go for it.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna chuck my spear at him.
Technical difficulties. I can't restore Magnus's magnificent visage. Apologies, everybody.
Did I manage to climb up, by the way?
You did, yeah. The dazzling lights are distracting, but they're not affecting you currently. So
If
22 is easily a hit. Bagu, you may do your damage.
So sorry,
Okay.
if I know it's the lights, can I just close my eyes?
You can. If you do anything offensive with your eyes closed, however, you will have disadvantage.
No, I'm literally just going to stand here and hold this guy for a minute, hopefully.
Okay.
Okay.
7 damage.
Beat up the big one! He's on the controlling them!
You plunge your spear into its massive hulkish body. It impacts, substance oozes from its belly. You can feel it pour out upon your feet. You definitely damage it, but it's a huge creature. There's a lot to chug away.
Okay.
And with that, I just updated itself. It does go for a strike. And it goes for you because you attacked it.
That is fair enough.
Misses you entirely.
Oh.
It's big and it's slow and it goes towards you and it misses. But other than going for a slam attack like the previous zombies have attempted to, it actively tried to bite you. Went straight for the jugular but missed.
Oh god.
I believe I have a wisdom save on this acolyte. Still fails, he's still held. After which it moves round to Lily.
Okay, so he's held, and he has a jar of honey.
Stab him!
He does.
Yeah.
It looked like he was about to say happy birthday to the ground. So you did just stop him.
Oh,
Get the honey, then stab him.
I am going to go up to him, get the honey, as a bonus action. Get the honey, if I can.
Make a strength check. It's still held in his grasp.
A strength check? Oh, dude, why you do this to me? Why?
Well, he's a spellcaster, so maybe it's not that strong.
You do free it from his grasp. It's not a DC10. I was going to make it. You managed to recover it. Sorry, everybody. I keep trying. We're not going to see Magnus again. He's gone in darkness. It's because he's got his eyes closed. That's why the picture's black. Representing that.
We're just that in depth.
Yes. You do take the honey from his grasp. You can still smell it. There's a crack in the jar, the container. It's oozing. You can feel the sticky substance on your fingers, but you're certain it's still at least half full.
Okay, we're gonna have to deal with that later. Can I put it into any bag that I have? I think they stole our backpacks,
you can put
right?
it into your inventory. It's fine.
Okay.
They didn't take what you had on your person, which was still your traveling provisions.
All right.
It's
So
big
it
and it's
goes
cumbersome, but you just essentially put it right in your back. It pokes out the top, but it's there.
right in the back, and if I can still get an attack, then I will take it.
That will be your action to grab it from him, because it was a strength check. So
Yes. Okay, so a move, an action. I have a bonus action, but I can't attack with the bonus action, right?
you can make an
No,
offhand attack if you have a set of 2 weapons like daggers.
I do have a dagger, but my hands were being used by the honey, so I'm just gonna duck underneath.
And actually,
How
having
high?
said that, you did put away the honey and grab it, so you wouldn't have had the action to draw and steal 2 weapons.
How high is this dais thingy, the stone platform here that he's standing on?
It's a slow incline. For you guys, it's about knee high. The throne itself is quite high to your standards, almost chest level. It has a stool for him to put his feet upon as he steps up to it, but from your proportional perspective, it's quite massive.
Okay, then I'm gonna use my bonus action to disengage.
You don't
and
need to.
move.
He can't threaten you because he's paralyzed.
Oh yeah, because he's holding.
Yep.
You did. If you attack him, it's auto advantage, auto crit.
Yeah, but I can't attack him. I used my attack action, so I'm just gonna move back a little bit.
He's totally
Oh
gonna break
no!
through.
Wait! I used my move action. Never mind. Just keep going. Just never mind me.
Not from Bagu. It moves up to you.
Okay. Would I have seen her grab the honey pot?
Your concentration is held by the huge hulking zombie in front of you, but you are aware of what's going on, so you do know that.
I would have been screaming, I got it, we can go!
In that case, Bagu says, yes, I would also recommend you leave and just attack this guy for the moment, just to keep his attention on me.
Not a problem. Go for it.
Oh, for the love of.
Your attack comes in. It does impact his mass, but his mass just shimmers from the impact, and nothing is dealt damage-wise.
Okay, that ends my turn.
With that, I think I accidentally skipped ahead on the turn order.
No, I think that's right.
So we should have Torben next, correct?
Yes.
Yes,
Yep.
okay.
I'm gonna move there and attempt to hit him with my hammer. Is it with advantage, right?
Yep.
Yes, go for it.
And if you hit, it's a crit.
Do you still have bless?
No, I'm concentrating on a different spell.
Alas, sorry, that wasn't even close. As you hit into him, his armor is very hard.
God damn it!
I wish I didn't have half a stat sheet for this guy, but oh well. I've got just his combat stats, amazing. Okay. No obvious effects, but you can tell from hitting him, he is very thickly armoured. Anything else you want to do before we move on to Magnus?
No, that's a lot.
Magnus, it's your action.
So I mean, we've got the honey, right?
Yes, you have.
do, yes.
I can't see the door on my map for some reason. It's on ping where it is.
It's to the right, out of your view at this point, about more than 60 foot, which is where your dark vision shows. There are candles in there, but they don't deliver that much light.
So basically, if we want to get out, we have to go past the hulking zombie and the zombies behind him.
That looks like to be about the situation there.
Right, I'm going to use Misty Step to teleport.
Where are you going? 30 feet then.
Right there. I'm going to use my action to dash. And then run 50 to the door.
Not a problem. The sight, however, is not very pleasing. But you'll see in just a moment.
Well, I feel like I should be able to see from now, but I can just see the circle of light.
Let me check. You should have dark vision. Yeah, you need to move your dash because you have 60-foot dark vision, which is just at the range of where you are.
I need to do what, sorry?
You'd need to move to see further. The bright light is the 20 foot from the lantern that Bagu has, and then the dim light is the extent of your dark visions.
Got you, right. So I move here, obviously see the fact that there's no escape.
A swarm of undead have started moving up, but they stopped at the entranceway.
Got you.
Only one of them has started attacking, and that's the massive one.
That's fine, so then I immediately start running the other way.
You can tell, just from observation, they're almost inanimate, but the one that does act independently at this point.
Yep, I've just run, skidded to a stop, run back. Up, kill the big guy! Not that big guy, that big guy!
Sorry, which big guy?
What?
The one that isn't moving!
And with that, is that you, Magnus?
Yeah.
Okay, and then moves on to them. The huge hulk of the zombie goes once more for Bagu, as it wants to have some turtle soup. Wow, this guy sucks. Once more, he tries to bite you. His teeth grate against the back of your shell.
I like to imagine Bagu is just pulling his head inside the shell at the last minute.
Pretty much at that point, you recline into your shell, and he just hits shell with his teeth. They gnaw on your exterior, but don't penetrate your flesh. And then it'll be a save for the priest again. Who this time, I imagine on a 17, returns to his senses.
For sure.
Haha. I see you're tougher than you look, eh? Things are about to get interesting. And he clicks his fingers. And the whole room around you starts to shake. At which point, it moves over to Lily.
Okay, Lily's gonna circle around him and set up some flanking if she can. Can I get there?
You can get to the side of him, but not directly behind him. I need to move him to make it a bit clearer, actually. He's just in front of the throne. But Lily, you do need to make a charisma save.
Alright then.
I keep moving those lights instead of him. Yeah, it's really awkward because they're both on the same layer.
18 total.
Not a problem. The lights are incredibly distracting and they dazzle you for a moment, but you maintain your focus on your offender, the one who took your precious honey away from you.
And sealed off our fucking exit. Okay, so I'm gonna attack him. I'm gonna attack him. With advantage still? I don't know with the dazzling lights how that works.
Yes, you're flanking him, not a problem.
Alright.
I moved them to the map layer. I shouldn't make that mistake again.
What? What happened? I'm sorry.
You rolled 2 D4 by mistake.
Okay, 15.
Alas, your weapon comes into contact with a very hard metallic exterior. Underneath
Wait, does
his
the 18 hit?
The 18 does not.
Ooh.
He also produces from his person a mace and a snake-like staff.
Also, the 18 was my save. That wasn't a roll.
Okay, sorry. Wait, hang on. Does that mean she has an advantage?
So you've only rolled 1d20, right? So you have another roll because you have advantage.
No, I rolled a 7 and a 12.
Oh, quite right. I didn't see that.
7 and a 15.
I thought you'd rolled a d4,
15.
but you rolled a d20, a d4, and then a d20.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Because I am
sorry.
hyperactive and totally method.
His body is incredibly stern from your attacks. Even the 15 does not penetrate his armor. At which point it moves over to Bagu, who has a very large opposing force next to him.
Okay, doke. Bagu goes, if you can take care of that wizard, I'll hold the big guy for a while anyway, and attack him again. Oh, wow.
You go. Go, turtle.
Oh, that's
I'm
definitely
assuming
it. Sorry,
that's
I was putting something back on the turn order because I moved the lights into the map player and they went off the turn order. Yay! 3 points of damage as you dig your spear once more into his midsection, opening up that section a little bit more. The blood is pouring out, but the creature is still mostly intact.
Although, if you could hurry taking him out, though, I'd very much appreciate it.
This guy is fucking hard to hit.
Torvin, your action.
Flanking the dude, I'll smack him.
Good stuff, go for it.
Ah.
Alas, 15 doesn't hit. Your Warhammer makes contact, but that just tough exterior. He wears a cape, but it does cover. It's a very shiny plate mail.
God damn it, what is this guy made of? Stone?
Anything else you want to do?
No, I'm done.
Torvin, you have to make me a charisma save from where you're standing. My friend.
I'm not your friend, buddy.
I'm afraid you start chanting, and you are inactive at this point. Magnus, you're up.
Yeah, I'm not great. I've not got anything really. I will cast a firebolt at the big guy.
Which big guy? The big guy on the left or the big guy on the right?
When I say big guy, it's the same big guy as always, the
Okay.
mage guy.
No problem.
Nice.
Natural 20, that'll do it. And that'll be a critical card.
Oh, he instantly dies.
Magic
Wow,
crit's
this is
pretty
a
good if I
one. This is
remember.
a good one.
But my crits and fumbles have not been good so far.
Distraction, double damage, and an illusionary version of yourself appears next to him, distracting him for 1d6 rounds.
1d6?
That will appear behind him and give flanking to basically anyone in any direction, which is pretty awesome.
Awesome.
Two rounds.
Then I'm going to move up to him. So, at what point did I feel like I was outside of this magic's influence? Was it just when I was on the
When
stone
you're
bit?
not on the throne area.
Does the throne area include, like, the stone bits?
So where I am now, is that the throne area?
Yeah.
It's when you're, I'll just look at it, because it's not very clear. Let's say, for sake of ease, when you are directly in the throne area, and you have your eyes open.
So where I am now, do I feel this magic trying to mess with me?
Let me just check. I can bring it up, and I will. Ah, it keeps switching to the wrong page. But you're good as long as you avoid it. No, you have to be right there. You have to be right there.
I'll stand here then and try. That's right. There's more of that to come.
Oh, Magnus, if you step back a little bit, if you're on the throne, basically, that will affect you. Melee range of him from where he is.
Right, so I'm not safe here.
No, sorry, I wasn't looking. I was looking at the PDF to check.
So
what you were
around
standing
here,
at.
was it?
Just
So
ever so
if I stand there, I'm fine then.
Yes, there you're fine.
Okay, I'll stand there.
For the purposes of making it easy, let's just say within 5 foot of him where he's standing.
Okay.
What else did you want to do, Si?
No, that's it.
Okay. Oh yeah, because you cast your spell and it was amazing. God, my short-term memory is terrible. And then it goes to him. He looks around at all of you. He then casts his eyes to Magnus, who recently attacked him. And he clicks his fingers once more. That kind of shaking then causes an idol. There are statues above your heads in the shape of dragons. And there's one pretty much for every space of the room, as if there are a horde of dragons at the top of the on the ceiling. Depicted, particularly in the center, is a very colourful 5-headed dragon, some kind of dragon queen. One of these heads of the various dragons driving the ceiling comes down upon you. Make a dexterity save. DC 13.
Who's making the save?
That is Magnus.
Yeah, I've clicked it. It's just like
So mine's running really slow as well. That's everything he does, so I'll then roll the attack of the other creature. Not a problem. You get out of the way as the statue slams in the ground and crumbles. It does a serious dent to the stone ground below as well.
Well, you had to
21
hit sometime.
you. Okay, the damage is probably not what you want to worry about, Birdie.
Oh, of course not.
Yeah. Could
I
you
should
make me a DC 12 Constitution saving throw?
I should possibly mention for context, we've done this once before and I had a character that died from a very similar situation.
1d8 plus 2 damage. That's fine, you made it.
Oh.
10 points of piercing damage, however. Woo.
Oh man, I am barely standing right now.
It then moves back around to Lily. Your action.
Okay, this is tough. Do I do the charisma saving throw at the beginning or at the end of my turn?
If you're gonna stay there, I'll make it the end. Makes it easier.
Okay. Then I'm gonna try and hit him again.
Go for it.
With advantage.
Go for it.
Nah, probably not.
18 is not quite enough as you hit. You do impact his body, but you can see that plate mail start to glow ever so slightly as your weapon hits.
Ah, motherfucker. Okay, I'm gonna use my bonus action to withdraw. Hang on, just gonna use the measuring tool to see how far I can get. 25. Okay. Nope.
There you go.
Right there.
Torvin, your action.
Oh, wait,
do I
Torvin's
not make a
chanting,
save?
isn't he?
Sorry. What was that? I didn't hear you.
Do I make a save?
Yes. Yes. You're good. Was that for the, I am so losing track of this, and it's not really that big a combat. Sorry, everybody. That was for the lights, was it?
Yeah, I was chanting last round.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yes, you can make a save. It seems like, I'll give you guys as a freebie, that when Magnus was knocked out of it, he was very easily knocked out of it as well. Like, when something else happened, it took him out of the chanting. Just as a bit of game information. Yeah, you're completely out of it. Not a problem. The combat did remove you from the effects. You still have your action.
Tempt him.
Go for it.
Does he still get advantage because of the mirror image?
Yes, that is causing anything for the next 2 turns to flank him, I think. Next 1 turn, sorry, it was 2 turns it was up. Alas, you make contact with him, his armor shimmers in a glowing blue light. Don't manage to make contact. Is that everything, Torvin?
Yeah.
Magnus moves back around to you.
Wait, hang on, I think you skipped me, didn't you?
You're on 17. My turn order might be all messed up, that's what's going on.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, and maybe I did miss you.
Yeah, I was meant to go after that. Okay, in that case, I move slightly closer to the big guy and say, "Hey, big guy, I bet you can't break this." And I withdraw into my shell.
Okay.
Basically, just for the sake of, let's see, where is it?
It's +5 to your AC, I think.
Let's see.
Something
While
along
shooting,
those
your
lines.
AC is increased by 15.
15,
Actually,
wow. Is it
can't
215? I imagine it's 215.
Let's see. Your AC is increased by 15. However, because of this, I can't actually move or do anything. I can only stay this for about an hour. So
Wow,
basically,
that is
this
horrendous
essentially
wording.
being knocked prone.
Okay, that's fine. With that, you retreat into your shell. It will attack you. I probably won't bother to roll it. I might well, just in case it gets to 20.
Yeah, and just to make it lower it even more, I start humming a she chant whilst I'm still inside there, just to draw.
Not a problem. Right, who's next to the big guy? Torvin is to his right. Torvin, the dark figure produces that snake staff towards you and makes an attack. And I went off my page. There we go.
Oh no!
Okay, it's +6. Only a 10.
Yeah, that misses.
Fortunately for you, he directs the snake staff towards you, which becomes animated and starts to try and wrap around your legs. You kick it off, and it scuttles pretty much away.
Snakes!
At which point it goes back around to you, Lily.
Okay, I'm gonna yell at them, "Get him off the fucking throne, you dummy!" And, I'm going to circle around and attack this dude because I get automatic flanking from the thing.
Yes, it's still
and the
there for
stuff.
this turn. "21 hits."
Just in case it's a 20.
It's
not.
not.
Okay.
You do get your sneak damage.
I do. That's the regular damage. And sneak attack. So 12 damage total.
Nice. You stick your blade just under the plates of the armor, and you can see blood start to trickle out of it.
It's on the troll thing, I think.
On the troll.
thing.
I'm
yeah.
sorry, my DM screen is so far zoomed out. Good shout. Okay, that would have been such a good hit on the other guy. Okay. Yes, the damage is dealt to it. It slows down. It's still very much alive, however.
And my bonus action, I am going to disengage again and go right up here. Our exit. Nah. Okay, done. My turn.
Not a problem. It then moves over to Ragu.
Okay, I'm still gonna hide inside the cell, continuously humming. Just a sea shanty just to annoy him to
Not a
attacking me,
problem.
basically.
At this point, he may go for another target. So make me an intimidation roll to try and ire him to keep at you.
Okie doke then. Let's see. Where is...
You don't have to roll high.
Oh,
you
for God's sake!
At which point you can... Well, you don't see anything because you're in complete darkness inside your shell. The figure behind you points onwards, and the hulking creature slowly turns and looks behind it. Torvin, you're up.
I'm going to try the hammer again.
Go for it. Is the D4 still active? If it is, that will be an auto hit.
No.
Okay, no problem. You just shy of impacting him. He staggers back from the hit, almost falls into his throne, but it's just shy of doing any serious damage to him. And are you going to move from where you are, Torvin?
Yeah.
Come on, you dummy! We gotta get out!
They're blocking the exit though.
If you stay where you are, you will take a charisma save.
It's that will take a hit.
Okay. Make your save, and after that, it moves on to him. You do make your save. At which point, he once again looks above.
Sorry, I've just realised Magnus hasn't had so much goes yet. Is he out or?
I might have skipped past him. Apologies, everybody. Magnus, you were supposed to go. You're at 13. Just after Torvin.
Beautiful. He's getting a firebolt. There's not much else I can do.
Okay, go for it. You going after the Hulk or the cultist?
Same person as always.
Okay, go for it.
I've still got advantage on him as well, right?
Yes, you do.
I think this is the last turn. Damn.
Just shy. The flames ignite on his armor and dissipate.
That's me.
With that, Lily, you're up. No, sorry, I skipped. I am so good at skipping past people. It's supposed to be him.
Okay.
Once again.
It's okay. I've got like a turn order written down here. So.
Okay. Once more, the cultist looks to the heavens, and just in front of him, in fact, one of those draconic statues starts to fall directly in front of him onto Torvin. Make yourself a dexterity save. DC 13. Seven points of bludgeoning damage as it collapses onto your back. It's a heavy structure of stone, and it's almost as if you were bitten by a creature the way its fangs hit you first. With that, the Hulk moves over. Bagu, are you still in your shell?
Yep.
Can you take reactions when you're in a shell?
No, I basically can't do anything but sit there and hide.
No worries, it moves over to Lily and makes an attack.
Oh god, that was so close. Doesn't hit me.
Its jaw comes down, but you duck under the bell, and it hits it with a ring. Pang! Reverberates, nearly shattering its teeth, but it does manage to miss. And then it's your action, Lily.
Okay, since he's right on top of me, I guess I'm gonna do the thing where I try and hit him again.
Not a problem, go for it.
12?
I don't believe that's a hit, I'm just gonna double check. I think he has AC 15. No, AC 12, there you go.
Really?
Yeah, less than the regular zombies.
Oh my, oh lord, okay. Then that's 9 damage plus my sneak. Nope, that's the wrong one. Where's my sneak attack? There's my sneak attack. 18 damage.
18 damage. It had 17 hit points remaining. You stab into its midsection, and that cut opens further, that big gaping maw of blood. And you cut again, and you cut again, and again, and again, and the blood starts to trickle out. It moves slowly towards you, and you duck behind the bell once more as it collapses, hitting the bell which falls onto it, and it splatters. The blood seeps out in all directions.
Pink Menace! And then for my bonus action, I would like to move to here and see if any of the zombies react to my proximity.
They're not moving, but as you get towards them, they do start to get a bit antsy.
Okay, so they do seem to know that I'm there because I'm like pretty much in darkness right now.
Yeah, they don't act until you get very close to them.
Okay, cool. Good to know.
At which point we would move back around to Bagu. With just the conscious left.
Okay, I'm just trying to think.
I took out the big guy! It's your turn now!
Would I have heard that?
You can understand what's going on around you. You definitely heard the big crash as that huge bell landed on top of the zombie Hulk.
Okay, I pop out of my shell then, but that takes up the action.
That's such a beautiful phrase. I'll go for it, yeah.
God. Yeah, I'm just going to pop out the shell and... Let's see, I guess... I can't see Lily in this raid, so...
You know where she is because she made a lot of dialogue from that direction. You know she's in that direction.
Okay, I'll just slowly step back in that case, I'll slowly step back and maybe onto the others. We might have a better chance against that zombie than that dude. Just saying. And that ends my turn.
Good stuff. We move over to Torvin.
Oh, are we leaving?
Well, we have the honey, and I think that zombie's gonna go down a lot easier than it is.
I don't think he's gonna let us go.
You can see a large amount of zombies blocking the exit. Inanimate, but a large amount.
So it's not just the 9 that I can see here. I mean, just the 9, just 9. But it's like the whole passageway is full.
To a certain extent, yes, there are a large number of zombies blocking the exit.
Okay, then. Baku looks behind him, sees glowing eyes to the crowd, then just shrugs and goes, "You know what? Do what you want."
Do I still have flanking at this point?
No, it should have gone on his turn.
Magnus isn't
Actually, Magnus's turn it should have gone on. Which, I forget if that's come around. I'm so bad at this.
I think it has, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's gone, yeah.
I was the lowest in the turn order, I think, because I rolled that 1.
Yeah.
An 11 with the Warhammer does not connect, I'm afraid. He almost catches it in his hand when it comes towards him, then releases it. At this point, he just has his mace.
Yeah, that's me.
Okay,
Magnus.
Magnus, is it? Yes, okay.
Yeah.
Your turn order is different from mine, but I must have messed up somewhere. That's fine. Yes it is, because I haven't moved it along on the dial. That's what's going on. Magnus, it is your action.
I think we all know what I'm going to do.
Hit the big guy.
I'm going to shoot him with a crossbow.
Nice. Your bolt goes in and it buries under the cloak, but no obvious damage.
That's me done.
There you go. That moves round to him again. At this point, that writhing darkness builds up around his body, and he takes that mace and he attacks the person in front of him, which is Torvin. A 14.
You can't hit me.
And he does not, after which it moves to Lily.
Okay. Do I think there's any chance that I'll be able to sneak through this horde? At all?
You're
Because I'm
very
tiny.
small, but they are thickly built.
Fine. I guess I'm gonna run back to just, wait, that's about 25. And then that's about 50. I think that's as close as I can get.
No worries. With that,
Oh, no, I'm gonna hide. I'm gonna hide behind the thing.
behind the bell,
Hide behind that pedestal thingy.
not a problem.
That's it.
Yes.
You're very small, you hunch down behind the chair in front of it, and you make a stealth roll.
Okay. That is something that I'm good at.
He does not see you, whatever you roll, really, because I imagine your stat is better than a 3. Bagu, what are you doing?
Yeah, it's +5.
First off, out of character, I just noticed, holy crap, we're getting late.
Yeah, that's right. We're very close to taking him out.
Okay, in character, I'm just going to throw my spear at him rather than getting close.
Go for it.
Ah!
I'm so close to a 20. Your spear just impacts on the ground just behind Torvin. Not a powerful throw, there wasn't quite enough gusto behind it, as a horde of zombies has lowered your heart considerably. Torvin, it moves on to you. Again, your warhammer bats off his thickly armoured torso. Magnus, it's up to you. I'm going to forego the charisma save to speed it up. You with us, Magnus?
Yeah, rolling.
There you go.
God!
There you go.
Finally,
Sucking
we hit
chest
him.
wound. Double damage. And he's exhausted, which is a level of exhaustion. Nice. With that shot, you hit him just below the jaw, and it sends him down to a knee. And with that, he becomes prone. It goes to his action, and he is incredibly exhausted, trying to pull the crossbow bolt from his neck area. The blood starts spewing out from beneath the mask, and you can see those sickening red eyes beneath the exterior of the mask start to show a slight bit of fear as Torvin, you look deep into his eyes. He has been very confident up to this point. That confidence has dropped. At which point it goes over to Lily, I believe.
Okay, Lily is going to completely forego her stealth, and also completely forego all sense, because she doesn't know that the glamour thing does, like, the dancing lights do
That's
anything.
right, I'm not going to roll it.
I am going to acrobatics over this fucker and land next to my buddy, my buddy Torvan, who I totally know his name, too, and I'm going to stab this guy.
Go for it.
With advantage.
That's a hit.
Yes. Okay, so 8 plus.
Nice. Okay, this guy has lived
20
long enough,
damage.
and this battle has dragged on. And all of you guys, how would you like to finish him off? As a group, how would you like to go about this? I'm trying not to say. I'm trying not to say. How do you want to do this?
How would you like to finish
How would
him?
you like to end the battle?
Okay, I'll let the gnomes go first.
Yep, hammer
for
to the
it.
face.
Okay. With that, he's finally put down in his place.
I would like. Okay, so hammer to the face from Torvin, and then I would like to just pile drive with my feet first, the hammer even further in.
Nice.
To like double action that.
Magnus and Bagu, you can get involved in this as well.
Okay, I'll wait and see what Magnus does first.
No, Magnus is fine.
Okay, in that case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to charge at him and then at the last minute turn round so that I slam into him shell first. Yeah, for the sake of it, let's go right into the hammer, pushing it even further.
Okay. So with that, Torvin hits the guy in the face with the warhammer, drops it down. Lily gets up into the air and steps down upon the hammer, driving it further into his body. As he's reeling back, Bagu runs in and thunderously slams his shell onto him as he rolls down on the ground in front of all of you, slowly trying to bring his body back to a standing position. His arms quiver as all of you take out your weapons and viciously hack away at him, severing his limbs and breaking him to part as a horrendously gory scene. And just as it ends, everyone produces the pot of honey and takes a little lick from around the edge where the honey has protruded. And with that, you're all sent to a sweet, blissful haze. And when you guys return to form, the zombies are inactive. They are down on the ground as if the magic commanding them has dissipated. You can still see the body of the necromancer in front of you twitching slowly. You can't win, eh? She'll rise. There's nothing you can do. It's already begun. And
Oh well, we'll deal with that later. Right.
Bye! Let's go get the honey and go!
And with that, you take the honey back onto the King's Road towards Barrowthorn for the happy birthday present for your grandmother, Betty B. And
We are going to try and get another jar and bluff our way through it that the jar always was this small, but at least it's full.
any amount is better than no amount. And Bagu, with this experience bonding your group together, you join them for this. And it is a merry, if not bewildering experience for you, as you get quite a few odd looks in the Dwarven Kingdom. But nevertheless, you make it through, and you escape the Caves of Chaos.
Crowd goes wild.
So,
Oh, that was fun.
thanks for joining us, everybody. That was really loud, apologies. We dragged on a bit longer than expected, but it was a boss battle. So there you go. Thanks for joining us, thanks for watching. I hope everyone had a good time. I was playing a bit fast and loose because this was a one-shot that we kind of sprung up a bit out of nowhere and it didn't have a lot of time to prepare. But I hope everyone had fun. I hope you guys had fun watching it. We will be continuing the Curse of Strahd campaign with the Gender Monkey DMing next time we meet.
Yeah, I believe it is next Saturday the 11th we have planned scheduled, assuming nothing else last minute happens. And don't worry, I'm not going to single out Ward for horrible fiery death. It's just pets are my weakness, and you just kill my animal companion, man. Sorry, the worst of sound.
Yeah.
Like, you send it into danger, man. Like, you gotta...
I assumed it was gonna be high up. I didn't think I'd have to specify that it's out of arm's reach, but hey.
Oh.
I mean, like, I specified it.
Ah, well.
Yeah, pets are sad. Pets are very sad.
I mean, admittedly, I probably wouldn't have been able to do much aside from hand on the shoulder anyway, but still.
But you still have a pet though. That's fine. Maybe you can share the owl.
Maybe. Or maybe I'll find a new hawk, who knows. Anyway.
On the super happy ending version, which we didn't get this time round, but on the super happy ending it survived.
Hooray.
We got the happy ending, so console yourself with that.
Yeah, we just have to play New Game Plus in order to get to
Exactly. But thanks for watching, everybody. And I'll see you next time, guys. Tomorrow I'm going to be streaming something on the Amiga if I can get it to work. So that'll be interesting. I've never tried streaming on the Amiga. I don't know how many people have, but I'm going to give it a go. So I'm going to play something on the Amiga. Before I dive into, I know I said I was going to do Until Dawn, but that's going to be a really long game. So I want to do something a bit interesting and a bit cool first, and then we'll move on to that bit of a horror game. But then, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Cheers for joining us. And bye-bye.